Okay, here we go.
Oh, there's kids playing hockey here.
Future superstars.
Beautiful.
Going in the nosebleeds, boys. All right. Going in.
Oh, look at this. Very cool. Awesome. Very excited to have the one and only Laser from Hockey Shop in Langley. Welcome to the show, Laser. How you doing today?
Fabulous. No slap shots.
The Rangers score. Boo.
Can you hear me? Huh? Yeah, that's wild. Okay, this is craziness. I'm watching the game in the bar. This is the. I'll show you guys. I'm literally. We're in a bar here. We make it happen here. Nothing is perfect, you know.
Here we are with the one and only Mr. Jake from Jake's Takes Hockey. Welcome to the show, sir. How you doing today?
That's right. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Russell is the best. He's the secret master of the universe. Yes. And he's come to this realm to set us free and deliver a cup to Vancouver, I think. Russell is a gift from the gods, I think. What do you want? You want to say hi to anyone on the stream? You want to say say shout out to anybody? Any advice, words of wisdom? We got 2-1 Canucks right now. Justin, who is he? There you go.
Oh yeah, look at that nice ice getting all clean.
There you go. Go Canucks, go! All right.
Yeah, literally the back row, boys. It's nice to have you.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm happy to join you guys.
Witten and Jordan from Canucks Uncensored. How you guys doing today?
Awesome. We're good, Russell. Thanks so much for having us on.
David wins it, goes forward and gets a shot, goes wide. Carr puts it behind the net. Got! Time! Oh, I just got lightheaded! 3-2, Canada wins. I scared the crap out of Dobby. Boys and girls, we did it! Canada wins! Binnington with some killer saves in overtime, and Connor McDavid, the man we were giving so much crap to through this whole game, wins the game. I'm so red in the face. Look at how red my face is. It's Canadian face. Oh, in Boston, boys, we win it in overtime. This is the man, the myth, the legend, the Blue Line Hockey. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me. Pleasure to be here.
How you doing today?
Things are great. Thank you for the wonderful intro, and thank you for having me on. And truly a big fan of what you are doing on your channel as well. So keep it up, man. It's really, really good.
We're in the second row, so we're doing all right.
Live from Rogers Arena, Michael Saunders with that beautiful mustache on his face. There it is. Look at that. A live look in Rogers Arena. Mike and Zach.
Russell, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing really good. It's nice to see you.
Great to see you. It's always fun popping into the streams every once in a while when I get a chance, and nice to finally be chatting with you.
How are we? Guys, this is awesome. I'm excited to be here.
Everyone's been very excited to have you on. The word got out and people started getting very excited. So thank you very much for doing this and joining us today.
I appreciate you having me.
Thank you for having me. Thank you to everyone who requested to hear my beautiful voice too. I appreciate that.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy, what an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
They were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You'll love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We are very happy to welcome Brandon Astle to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We are pleased to welcome to the show, Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.
Passionate, realistic, honest. Rev Trev.
Let's go. Let's get some passion going. There's some actual hockey playing.
Smith plays it right across the zone. Bolana with a shot. Score! The Edmonton Canucks from the blue line! Shot through a crowd! And the Canucks have won it in overtime! Just like that, game one is over! And you don't have to wait much longer, because the Abbotsford Canucks have won game one with 14:09 left to go in the overtime period! Woo! Just Charlotte wins the draw. They skate in. They take a shot towards the net. Goes high and wide. Comes around. In behind. Into the corner. And just like that, being resilient. Next man up. The Edmonton Canucks, no doubt, never lost 2 games in a row in this Calder Cup Finals. And the Edmonton Canucks are Calder Cup champions. Woo! Can you believe it? What's up, everyone? It's Russell Holiday. It's Nothing is Perfect. It's time for Canada versus France. And in doing so, we will answer the question, who speaks better French? Yes, it is Canada. It is France. We have Quebec. They have their whole country. We're going to decide who speaks the better French today. There's an incident, a famous one, between the president of France and the Canadian Prime Minister at the time, Jean Chrétien. And the French president said to him, "Your English is better than your French." Such a controversial statement from the president of France. Kind of funny, though. Chrétien, I miss him now. Who knew we'd get to a place where I miss Jean Chrétien? Now I'm just getting off on a tangent, as I usually do. All right, so it is Canada versus France, as you can see here on the scoreboard. It is the third game for Canada in this Olympic tournament, out there in Italy. So it should be fun to watch. The French, as you know, are not generally known as a hockey nation, but they are here and they are competing. What was it? The score in the Italian Finland game yesterday got a little out of hand. So 11-0 Finland beat Italy. So we'll see what happens today. Back to the bar. But I am getting ahead of myself, as I always do. So let's talk about what we're going to be doing today, shall we? All right. So there's me. Apparently I'm ready for a fight. I'm fighting for my country. Dustin's going to be here. Dave's going to be here. Dobby's going to be here. Actually, speaking of Dobby, before we do this, let's do this. Because it is, early in the day. Dobby, come here, Bubby. Come here. Oh, yes, come on. Oh, he's jumping right in my arms. Because he knows usually when I pick him up that he's going to get something. And that is true. The one thing that Dobby really loves a lot is banana. Because he's a bit of a monkey. As you can tell, he is quite focused on the banana. And since it is usually tradition... Oh, you just... Come on, my dude. He didn't even eat it. He just, chomped at it and it fell. Oh, my God. So the tradition... See, look at this. He's literally insane for it because he's a monkey. Okay, just eat it. Oh, my God. So sometimes in the morning when we have bananas for breakfast, Dobby gets a little bit of banana. So, yes. We'll give you a little Dobby to start. Since he's a nice sweet boy. He gets banana in the morning, so I thought I would feed him some banana for you guys. And then once we get a little bit later, we'll give him his actual breakfast for you guys, okay? Does that sound good? Okay, Dobby. Oh, you're kicking my microphone now. Oh, yes. There you go. Okay, go lay down. Dobby's a crazy one. Everyone's always like, he's so cute. What do you mean? I'm like, he is the devil. All right, so there's some Dobby for you to start off the day. All right, back to what we're doing today. The lineup. It's going to be Canada versus France. I'm going to start off by saying hello to all you beautiful people who are already here waiting for the stream to get started. We're going to go through Canada's starting lineups. They have, last game, they started a game with a certain lineup. And then they changed the lineup in the middle of the game. And now they've changed from that lineup for this game. So I'll let you guys know what's going on there. Dustin Boydell will be here for the first intermission. It's going to be the Rusty and Dusty sideshow. We'll go through the ups and downs of the first period of play between Canada and France. And then we'll also get into the Canadian women's results from yesterday. They were playing against Germany. We'll talk about Team Switzerland. Or no, we're going to talk about Sweden versus Slovakia. And we're also going to talk about... What else are we going to talk about? We're going to try and talk about the Abby Canucks. Abby Canucks played last night, so that'll be coming up in the first intermission with Dustin Boydell. Dave Brindle will be by for the second intermission, the Dave Brindle show, as we've been doing.
So he's going to stop by. We're going to talk about this game so far, what the tournament looks like forward, and I'm hoping to ask him about some curling controversy, which he mentioned briefly. Was it Team Sweden accusing Canada of cheating, and then yesterday the Canadian women getting in some hot water as well. So we'll have a look at that. And then Dustin Boydell will be back for the Rusty and Dusty post-game show, and we'll break down everything that happens between Canada and France. Okay? All right, back to the bar. Let's go ahead and say hello to you beautiful people, eh? Game will be started in about 15 minutes. Let's start off by looking at chat. There's KJ Brazy. First chat. Russell Sprout. What's up, KJ Brazy? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. No diggity doubt. You're up very early. Yeah, this is, by the way, this is coffee number 2 already. Too evil. KJ Brazy here. Fangirl's here as well. Good morning. How's it going, Fangirl? Nice to see you. She says, hi, KJ. It's too early for this. Yep. My alarm clock went off at 6 a.m. I'm in fact not even done my breakfast. It is too early. I'm having a nice, it's a blueberry scone. Oh. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to have to try and sneak that in here and there as I chat with you guys. Evelyn says, morning, chat. Mm-hmm. Good morning, Evelyn. Fangirl says, hi, Evelyn. And then KJ Brazy's just out here yawning. Oh. I'll be watching the game on my phone, so I'll probably not be here for most of the game unless I use my laptop. Okay, Evelyn. Have fun enjoying the game. It's always good to see you. Time to have an energy drink with the big old smiley face. Fangirl says, no worries, Evelyn. Fangirl says, hi, KJ. Then Ontario Secret is here, and he's like, hello, spunk monkeys. And he's got the Canadian flag in chat. Evelyn says, it's so damn cold out in general since I'm in the computer room. My room has no heater. Oh, no. And Evelyn, we're trying to remember where you live. You live up north in BC, don't you? So it is probably quite chilly. There's even frost on the ground here in beautiful Surrey. So I can imagine it's quite cold up there. Oh, that whale is going crazy behind me. There. Oh, there we go. Hi, Ontario Secret. Yikes, Evelyn. How was your day yesterday, Fangirl? Says Evelyn. My day was good, Evelyn. Did you go outside yesterday in the cold weather we got? No, I didn't, Evelyn. Yeah, Fangirl lives up north too, right? Couple ladies getting cold up there. I'm in Amsterdam right now. I never want to leave. Bro, you're in Amsterdam? What's up, Tor? How's it going, my dude? Tuning in all the way from Europe, eh? What brings you to Amsterdam? Having fun over there? Getting up to no good? Zach's here. He's got the Canadian flag in chat. That's good to see. Showing his patriotic colors. Fangirl, hi, Tor. And then Evelyn says, I did not wear a regular jacket. I only used the hoodie, which I was in a rush, so I grabbed which was closer. Oh, man. I mean, that sounds pretty chilly if you're only wearing a hoodie going out into the cold like that. Hi, Zach. Says Fangirl. Oh, we just got another subscriber. Look at that. We're up to 2250. That's good to see. Whoever just subscribed, thank you very much. Tor says, hi, Fangirl. Evelyn says, us. Fs. US Fs. Huh. That's okay, Evelyn. And then Fangirl's like, dubby. And then Evelyn says, still here? Oh, that's good, Evelyn. Pink just showed up. What's up, Pink? How's it going, my dude? Braden Coots in the flesh. A week away with my wife. Went to the Van Gogh Museum today and been eating tons of schnitzel. Schnitzel. That sounds like a lot of fun, Tor. I hope you and your wife have a good time over there in Amsterdam. I've never been, but I've heard good things. Riley Fraser, I think Canada will score 10 goals today. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the Italians got beat 11-0 by Finland yesterday. And I think that might be the most lopsided victory in this entire tournament so far, including men's and women's games. Yeah, so 11-0. Let's see. I've got the women's up here as well. I think that's the most lopsided victory in the entire men's and women's tournament. Yeah. 6-0. The US beat Italy. Would be the next one, I guess. But yeah, that's pretty wild, eh? Back to the bar. 11-0 for the Finns over the Italians. The hometown team getting smacked thoroughly. Gary Wiseman's here. What's up, Gary Wiseman? Live long and prosper! How's it going, Gary? Nice to see you, my dude. All right. Let's hop over and look at the Canadian lineup because, like I said, it has changed. Def a blowout. Yeah, I mean, we all hope so. I mean, if we look at it this way, Canada currently sits at with 6 points in the round robin. The Swiss beat the Czechs today, which is hilarious. They beat them in overtime. Apparently, the overtime format is 3-on-3. So, Braden Coots, you crazy son of a gun, showing up and dropping $27.99 into chat. Pink, bro, what a way to start the stream, man. That's very generous of you. I appreciate you very much, my dude. Coming in big with a fat $27.99. I appreciate you very much. Donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. Let's get some hype in the chat for Braden Coots, eh? Even I'm gonna put hype in the chat for that one. That's hype in the chat. At least Summer Olympics are in Los Angeles. Let's go! Finland had no mercy for Italy. Yep. Pink sunglasses, hype! And then Gary Wiseman is waving at Braden Coots too. Oh my goodness. Thank you very much. I appreciate you very much. That's awesome, my dude. I appreciate you. Where was I? I got distracted. Got laid off even. Bro, why'd you get laid off? Is it slow or something like that? That comes from the heart? I appreciate you that. Wait, Braden Coots is pink sunglasses? He is. Yeah. Yeah, laugh out loud. Because Pink has decided that Braden Coots is his new favorite. And Evelyn's got some hype for him as well. Bro, I hope you get a new job soon. That sucks that you got laid off. Is that just, like I said, is that just because it's slow or something like that? Laugh out loud. WTF. I had no idea that was Jacob. Laugh out loud. Peace. Lots of laugh out louds. All right. Let's have a quick look here. So Canada is atop the Group A. So, and like I said, the Swiss beat the Czechs in overtime. So that means this group is finalized. So even if Canada loses today against France, which would be insane. Yeah, even if Canada somehow lost to France, they'd still win the group. But what it comes down to now is goal differential, and you might have heard lots of people talking about goal differential. So, for example, Slovakia won their group, and they have a +2 when it comes to goal differential. Canada's currently a +9. The USA is at a +7 right now. And so when it comes to the seeding, the first top 3 teams get the top 3 spots, so they get a bye past the elimination round, and they get a bye right to the quarterfinals. And then the 4th team is the one that has the next most. So it looks like that'll probably be Finland after their fat 11-0 victory, because they're a +11, which is crazy, right? So Canada needs to get a better goal differential than the United States, is essentially, if they want to be first seed in this tournament, which is a little weird. So the USA will be playing today, I believe, against someone. Germany. So it'll be Abbotsford Canucks, Lucas Reichel and Dry Seidel versus the USA. And then it'll be Denmark versus Latvia. So I wonder if Artur Shilovs gets to start there. And then Canada versus France. So and then, as I mentioned, the Swiss beat the Czechs in overtime, which is pretty wild. So the Swiss coming out, higher in this standings than I expected them to. So they end up coming second in the division or in the group. Pretty crazy stuff. So there is only a few games left to go. So these USA will play Germany, Latvia will play Denmark, and then Canada plays France. Back to the bar. All right, let's have a look at the starting lineup for Canada. So here we go. Johnny Redbone's in the house. What's up, Johnny Redbone? Good morning, all. How's it going, Johnny? Nice to see ya. Thomas in the chat as well. Okay. It was backed out when I first joined. Let's go, Canada, go! Let's go! From pink sunglasses to Braden Coots visor. Yeah. Braden Coots is my new favorite player. And then Zach's like, too evil! He's trying to get me to drink my coffee. Yeah. Hyper Coots. Hope Latvia goes through. Bluger and Shilovs are both top dudes. Oh my God. I seen clickbait last night. That Canada loses. Yeah. All right. Lineup. Forward lines. Canada. They're actually reverting back to their old line. So it's going to be Connor McDavid, Macklin Celebrini, and Tom Wilson back on the top line. You're going to have Brandon Hagel playing with Nathan McKinnon and Nick Suzuki. And then we're going to have Sidney Crosby still in between Mitch Marner and Mark Stone. And then your fourth line is going to be Bo Horvat centering Seth Jarvis and Sam Reinhart. And then your extra forward is going to be Sam Bennett. So they are essentially going back to the same lines that they had to start the tournament. And as you know, they did elevate McKinnon to play with Celebrini. Celebrini and McDavid. For defense for the Canadians, Mr. Morrissey is still out. So let's have a look at how that comes in. So it's going to be Devon Taves playing with Cale Makar again. And then it's going to be Thomas Harley elevated to the second pair to play with Colton Braco. And then your third pair is going to be Travis Sanheim and Drew Doughty, a new pair as well. And then your seventh defenseman is going to be Shea Theodore, so he's still in the lineup. And then starting, wait, no, that's not even right. Pretty sure it's Bennington starting, isn't it? Yeah, it's Bennington starting, not Thompson. So you love to see that. Bennington back in the net. The steady Eddie man between the pipes for Team Canada. Let me double check that. I believe it is, though. Yeah, Bennington gets the start for Team Canada. Let me update that as I failed you. I thought I had it all up to date. I did not. Here we go. Let's try that again. Devon Taves, Shea with Cale Makar. Got the second pair of Thomas Harley and Colton Braco. And then we got the third pair, which is going to be Travis Sanheim and Drew Doughty, which again is a new pair. And then Mr. Shea Theodore coming in as your seventh defenseman. And then it is Jordan Binnington as your starting goaltender for Team Canada today. Coolio? Coolio. Let's see. Hope just slow. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to. All right. And then they don't mess around here. So we're gonna update the clock now. And we're gonna update the scoreboard to say first period. I guess we should turn some volume on the TV too. Puck should be getting dropped any minute. They're very I guess when you're running a tournament with this many games being played out of the same stadium, there can't be any messing around. So they will get right into it. Right in probably like 30 seconds or so. Evelyn's like, Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. France versus Canada, but 2019, I think. Je ne comprends pas. I do comprehend, Sir HCL. Welcome. Allez, allez, allez. I understand that. J'aime la poutine. I love the je t'adore. Seems like a bad idea. McKinnon on the top line is so effective. Well, Thomas, I get where you're coming from, but I think they just want to make sure they get into the swing of things and try things out. So we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Je suis ananas. Does that mean banana? Tabernacle? What's up, Callum? Nice to see you, my dude. Gary's got the pineapple in chat. Warm-ups right now. Yep. Swear jar. Learn the rules. Trevor Linden, goal! It's a new Trevor Linden! He's in his Team Canada uniform. I think. Never mind. What a crazy upset. Finland winning Group B. Yeah, pretty wild. So Finland didn't win Group B. It was still Slovakia. But I think that's because... Or did they win it because of goal differential? All right, Canada's into it. They've got the puck in the French zone. And then the French will pick it up and dump it across their own blue line. Back deep into their own zone. They'll dump it all the way down the ice. Binnington comes out to play it as it was touched. So Devon skates out through the neutral zone. Puck up to the blue line, knocked down there by McKinnon. Back into the Canadian zone, and that's picked up by Harley. Over for his defensive partner. Pass up for Suzuki. Suzuki brings it in, puts the puck to the slot. Tipped on net. The first save there by the French goaltender. Who is the French goaltender today? Oh, Canada still controlling. Shot to the front of the net. And just like that, another save from the French. 18:53 left to go. It's going to be Junka. Julian Junka for the French in net. The boy is a big one. He is 6'5", 214 pounds. That's crazy. He's a big boy. Back to the bar. Canada wins the faceoff. Shot to the front of the net by Marner. Goes wide off the end boards. Doughty keeps it in. Plays it around. McDavid throws it right through the crease. Oh, no, that was Crosby. Sanheim puts it down for Crosby. Crosby puts it to the front of the net, and Junka makes the save. Canada recovers it back to the blue line. Doughty fires it towards the front of the net. Another save by Junka. Lots of pressure here from Canada. 3 shots already here early in this game. Trevor Linden. Canada. Yeah, there it is. French move it in. Dumping it behind the net. Puck up the far side boards. Bosk in the corner, digging away. You got 3 Canadian players on him. Von Taves digs the puck out, ends up back to the slot. Thury throws it towards the net. And Binnington will grab it for his first test of the day. The French digging it out. Crosby with a one-touch pass over for Doughty. Faceoff will be inside the Canadian zone here. Bennett taking it. Puck around behind the net. Canada starts out through the neutral zone. Reinhart dumps it deep. Bennett in on the forecheck. Can't come up with the puck, though. France will move it up the boards. Kept in for a moment by Canada. The French will skate into the Canadian zone and pick it up, skating around behind the net. Pass out front, just outside the reach of the intended target, Bertrand. The puck will come out to the neutral zone. Texier picks it up there. The one NHL player here playing for you, Team France, Texier. He'll lose the puck, though, and the Canadians will dump it into the French zone. Goes off a broken stick behind the net. McDavid arrives on the scene, plays the puck up for Harley. Harley puts it in the slot. Celebrini takes a shot to the front of the net. And looks like he took a shot to the mouth, but no call there. 4 shots now for Canada. Wilson winds up, dumps the puck into the corner. And then the French goaltender comes out and just whips it down the ice. Oh, I didn't start the clock. I failed you. I failed you guys. Yeah, we should do a poll question, eh? At It's Not So, is Willie Deed. Is Dustin and Dave again for today's intermissions? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mr. Gary Wiseman, sir, the funniest man in chat. Yeah, we don't have a poll question right now, do we? Go. Canada brings it back in. They lose it though. Elmar dumps it behind the net. Puck up the far boards. Mark Stone couldn't get to it. Puck dumped in. Shea Theodore behind the net trying to dig away. Elmar back to the blue line. Shot from there. Blocked in front by Theodore. Drew Doughty chops it off the boards out to the neutral zone. France picks it up there and they'll skate. Pass across to Wreck. French player falls in the corner. Belmar. Canada plays the puck into the neutral zone. Horvat out for his first shift. The puck goes into the box between the benches. Mike Johnson ducking for cover. Can Team Canada clinch first overall spot in the tournament today? Yep. Nope. Maybe. Uncontrollable laughing and crying. Switzerland check was wild, says Hockey Spirit. What's up, Hockey Spirit? Nice to see you. Team Canada are all Canucks. Yeah, technically Canuck means Canadian, right? So, well, Horvat went to the drawback and shot to the front of the net. Good save there by the French goaltender. Canada keeps it in, gets the rebound, back to the blue line. Pass across by Jarvis over for Devontae's, back for McCarr. McCarr bobbles it for a second, but picks it up off of his shin pad, plays it to the front of the net, and puts it off the post, probably the side of the post there. Horvat centers it, puck just at the top of the crease. French break it up, and they'll move out. Dare gets knocked down behind the net. Gubi into the corner, runs into the referee. Gallet gets the puck taken off of his stick, out front, and Wilson tries to put it up front there for Seth Jarvis. Puck goes all the way back to the blue line for Devon Taves. He plays it down the boards. Now a cycle there, and McCarr will shoot it towards the front of the net. And that's saved there once again. As a good movement in the French zone by the Canadians. And I have messed up the old clock once again. No need to win that game. Laugh out loud. Laughing and crying. Thomas is here and he's like, Coke Canucks glow. Coke Canucks glow. Coke Canucks glow. Who else is in Group B? McDavid can't win the draw. Back to the blue line, kept in there by Harley. He'll play down behind the net. Tom Wilson protects the puck and then loses it. Macklin Celebrini falls on the boards. Crinnan takes it away from him. I guess they're going to call that a penalty. Crinnan doesn't like the call. He's got a big old smirk on his face like, what do you mean, bro? So, first power play of the game goes to Canada. As we talk about a lot, you do not want to take a penalty against Canada. It is a bad idea. All right, who is in Group B? So this is why I'm not sure if Finland won the group, because right now they have it listed like this. So Slovakia, I think, beat Finland, and so I guess the first tiebreaker is if you beat the other team, which does kind of make sense, and then goal differential. That's how Finland locks out the second spot, even though Sweden also has 2 wins. So that's funny how in this group you got 3 teams all with 2 victories. So, and that's where the goal differential comes in. But since Slovakia beat Finland, they are better than them, but they also have a better goal differential because they have a 10-8, whereas Sweden has an 11-9. So they only have a, yeah. Kind of interesting how that works. Back to the bar. Not going to lie, hard for me to cheer for Binnington, but I guess I can suck it up for the team. Yep, there you go. I love to see that. Sweden, Italy, Swiss, I think. Trevor Linden. The goal differential is how they won 11 goals versus Italy. Yes. Damn, bro. They put more goals past Italy than getting pepperoni slices on my pizza. Yep. Oh, my first look at Rick Tocchet on the bench. Face-off won by Canada in the offensive zone. This power play goes to work. Makar dishes to the side. Shot goes off of a leg and wide. France picks up the rebound. They'll play it up to their captain, and he'll start out through the neutral zone. Bellemare dumps it deep. Puck picked up by the French as well. Texier plays it back into his own zone. And then Gallet will play it all the way down the ice. Binnington drops it there for Makar. Makar starts out. Dumps it back for McDavid with speed. Dishes at the blue line. Across for Crosby. And then McDavid ends up skating onto it. Back to the blue line for McKinnon. McKinnon skates down the boards. Back to the blue line. Makar puts it over for McKinnon. Crosby puts it down low to the front of the net. Looks like it was a slap pass, but nobody could make contact. McKinnon shakes off a check. And then Reinhart gives the puck away. The puck will squirt all the way down into the Canadian zone. Makar picks it up there. Only a minute left to go on this power play. McDavid with speed dishes at the blue line for McKinnon. Back to the blue line for Makar. Makar puts it down the boards for McKinnon. McKinnon's behind the net for McDavid. McDavid out for Crosby. That one bounces, but he'll glove it down and put it back to the blue line. Pass across for McKinnon. McKinnon puts it to the front of the net. Pass out front. Back over for McKinnon. He fires it towards the front of the net. That looks like it went off of one of the French sticks and wide. Crosby skates down, gets the puck, puts it back to the blue line. Makar keeps it in there. Puts the puck down behind the net. They're actually now going to call it an offside. Took them a full 3 or 4 seconds to realize that was an offside. 12-12 left to go in this first period of play. And McDavid can't get a stick on it. Good defense there by the French in front of that. Oh my God, I think the French goaltender Junka actually got that. Junka. Russ, does France have a single NHL player? Yes, Riley Fraser. They have Texier from Montreal. Canadians start out again, but not a lot of time left on this power play. Marner brings it in. The second power play unit's out. Pass in the middle back to the blue line. Shea Theodore over for Marner. Pass out front, and Horvat from his favorite spot on the power play in the bumper gets a shot, and Junka makes the save. That'll do it for the Canadian power play. Canada fails to score. Gets some good looks, but Junka makes a couple good saves. Mark Stone out front. Marner to Stone to Horvat in front. And Junka makes the save. Shots are now 9-2. Expect to see that continue to widen in margin. McDavid lines up for the faceoff with Celebrini to his one side, and Wilson, after a faceoff one, plays it back to the blue line. Puck rung in. Celebrini plays it down low for McDavid, but misses him. Celebrini plays it behind the net. Wilson skates onto it, back to the blue line for Sanheim. Over for, and the puck bounces to McDavid, and he can't finish it off. Wilson picks it up, does well to get it, passes out front, ends up back to the blue line. Doughty with a shot to the front of the net, and Wilson scores! Tom Wilson with his first goal of the tournament, breaking the goose eggs, and Team Canada early in this game makes it a 1-0. Good work there by the Canadians, just dog on a bone, and Tom Wilson. Why is he here? He's too big, he's too slow. It doesn't matter. Tom Wilson's got a maple leaf on his chest, and Canada goes up 1-0. You'll love to see it. Tom Wilson puts it back to the blue line. Drew Doughty shoots it. Rebound comes right back to Tom Wilson off the pad of the goaltender, and Wilson just roofs it past him. And Yuka didn't have much of a chance there as Canada takes some of the pressure off. And just like that, Canada takes it 1-0 lead. 11:19 left to go in the first period of play. Oh, okay, first goal. There we go. Just got to keep it going. McKinnon loses the draw at center, though. Milosh is like, Canada, Canada, Canada. What's up, Milosh? And then 3 Scorpions here, too. Ooh, a shot to the front of the net. And the French score. Canada is shocked as the French come right back and put it in the net. See what I mean? Anything's possible here. Canada loses the draw. The French bring it in. A very similar play. A shot to the front of the net. Binnington makes a save, kicks the rebound out. And the French will manage to tie this game up. A shot for a rebound as Parayko just has the puck go by him. And Dury picks up the rebound off of a shot from his teammate Adamo. And shock settles into the Canadian bench as the French come in and make it a 1-1 game. I didn't even have a chance to read out the goal celebrations. Evelyn's got the goal celebrations out there. Cal McKenzie does as well. Dua gets the goal, scoring against Canada, the biggest goal of his entire career. Puck back out for Taves into the neutral zone. He'll pass up for Crosby. Crosby across the blue line, passes over for Devon Taves. He dishes for Marner. Marner can't control the puck. The French will skate out. Over the blue line goes Bertrand. He falls. Puck chipped up the boards. Crosby skates on it. 2-on-1 now. Crosby and Stone coming in. Crosby finds the trailer and Devon Taves scores. And that didn't take much time. And Canada comes right back with Sidney Crosby passing it back. Ends up being a 3-on-1 for Canada coming into the French zone. Mark Stone and Crosby on a 2-on-1. Devon Taves joins, and Crosby finds him trailing behind, and Team Canada restores their 1-goal lead. No chance to stop here. Here we are. Come on. What is this going to be, a 10-10 game here by the end? Oh my goodness gracious. Former Canuck Roussel was a Frenchie, but I don't think he ever got to play in the Olympics yet. Because everyone won against the Italy games against didn't count. So the 11 goals they scored didn't even count for them. Go, 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 go. And then Johnny Redbone's like, go, 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 go. And then looks like Jay's here cheering for the French. Jay's here cheering for the French. Huey 39. Johnny Redbone's like, too evil, too evil, too evil, too evil, too evil. France. And then Zach's like, go, go. Cal McKenzie, I'm actually cheering for Tom, the deuce bag. Yeah. WTF, I know, right? Swear. Okay, Canada controls again. Back to the blue line. Theodore passes across for Drew Doughty. Puck bounces on Shea Theodore. Then Bennett gets it in the corner, plays it around there for Seth Jarvis, who plays it back behind the net for Bennett. He has got a battle for the puck on the half boards with Ovidu. And then Bennett loses his helmet, so he'll have to skate off. Seth Jarvis pressures. Almost takes the puck away, but can't quite get it. The French will pick it up behind their net. Gubi plays it up the boards. Goes over for DaCosta. He shakes off a check, but then McDavid takes it. And then Celebrini takes a shot from the slot. France picks up the rebound. And they'll play pass inside their own zone, giving it away to Harley. He skates down, puts the puck into the middle, and a swing and a miss from Mr. Celebrini. The puck goes back to the blue line, shot to the front of the net, bounces off Celebrini, passes down low now for McDavid, who tries to get it out front, but couldn't find Celebrini. The French will chip it out to the neutral zone. Tom Wilson skates all the way behind Binnington. He'll stop and turn, passes the far side boards, and Canada will work it out past the blue line. Harley makes a pass over for McDavid, who was going for a change. Now the French will bring it in. Get knocked down to the blue line. Perret. Harley gets it up to the blue line. The French will take it in the neutral zone. But then Hagel will pick it up, settle things down, passing back for Harley. That's happened quite a few times, eh? Passing to someone who's going off for a change. Canada gets to the puck in the offensive zone, comes back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net from Doughty. That one goes wide off the end boards. Sanheim plays it behind the net. Canada collides with itself inside the French zone. Hagel digging away on the half boards, works it down the boards. McKinnon skates in, pokes it free for Suzuki. Suzuki back to the blue line for Doughty. Doughty with a pass down low for McKinnon. McKinnon, high slot, shoots it towards the front of the net. Rebound comes off the sideboards and comes right back to the front of the net. And Yumka makes the save, keeping it a 1-goal game here. Yeah! This hockey spirit. Johnny Raybaum, go, 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 go. Trevor Linden, go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. This is Callum. Evelyn's like, go, 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 go. And then Fangirl's like, go, 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 go. And then Huey's just like, France, 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 France. Go, 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 go. KJ Brazy's back. What's up, KJ Brazy? Nice to see you. Always good to have you, brother. Zach's like, go, go, go. Excuse me, I burped. Swear jar, swear jar. Too evil, says Zach. Evelyn's celebrating as well. Go, 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 go. Goal, says Kayla. What's up, Kayla? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. WTF, I went to the washroom at 1-0 and now it's 2-1 already. Yeah, KJ. My dude. Things happen here fast. 2 goals while you're dropping a deuce. Fitting. It is fitting. Got to look inside the Canadian dressing room to start the game. Lucky loony time, says Callum McKenzie. Yeah, we might need some luck in this one, eh? The bong is cleaned. Good old Sunday morning. Whoa, yeah, that's the way. That's the way to start your Sunday. A little wake and bake, hey? Doesn't goal differential matter a lot here? We need to pile up the goals. Correct, Callum. We absolutely do. Hundo P, we need to. Calvin was up at like 4 playing Chell. Laugh out loud. Don't think he's going to make it. Yeah, Calvin, 9-9 Charlie. Staying up late. No surprise there. I mean, that's what he does, right? Canada intercepts it. Shot to the front of the net. And Yunka makes a save off of the Mark Stone shot to the front of the net. I've been here the whole time, just finally getting my coffee. Laugh out loud. Cheers to evil and your coffee. Oh, yeah. This is my second coffee of the day, and it's only 8 a.m. Which actually means that is Dobby's breakfast time, too. French will dump the puck into the Canadian zone. Picked up by Cale Makar. He'll stop behind his own net. The skating salad starts out. Right through his own slot. Passes out into the neutral zone. Tipped in. Yunka comes out. Plays it up the boards. The referee gets in the way, but the French manage to negotiate it and get the puck out to the neutral zone. Makar passes across the near side for Devon Taves. He'll dump it in from center. Crosby first one onto it, tries to play it to the middle. But the French will pick it up and Texier will skate out. Brings it all the way into the corner, tries to pass into the slot. Taken away by Bennett. Then Bennett almost gives away. Now Horvat with some speed. Fakes the drop pass. Keeps it. Skates her all the way around behind the French net. Dishes it behind. Bennett skates onto it. He'll play it into the slot. Horvat gets a stick on it, but it'll just kind of bobble off his stick and roll towards the front of the net. And Yunka will take that puck and hang on to it. Not saying anything until you've had your coffee is wise. Yeah. Whoa, Machine Gun Teddy mug. Haven't seen that one before. Yeah, this is my Fortnite mug. Fortnite. I think you can see, yeah, it says Fortnite right there. Yeah, the Canucks mug is dirty. You're welcome, laughing and crying. Callum's like, go, Bo, go, Bo, go, Bo. Duncan is here. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, Duncan? How's it going, my dude? Is it lunchtime for you now, Duncan? I think. Right? Reinhardt gets shoved down in the corner. The French will pick it up, flip it off the boards. Ends up going out of play. Oh, John Cooper picking his nose on national television. No finger in though, right? But it was just like a side scratch. Horvat has a nice shiner. What? Did he get hit in the face or something? Huh. Oh, the French jump through. Texier jumps through on a face-off won by Canada. Sanheim gets back. Jars the puck free for Mr. Doughty. He starts out, cuts to the middle, loses the puck right at the blue line. And then McDavid will play it back into his own zone. Wilson takes it there. They'll drop it for McDavid, who starts to wind up through the neutral zone. Cuts across the blue line. Stops up on the half boards. Back to Doughty on the blue line. Devon Taves puts it back for Doughty. Doughty puts it down low for Devon. Celebrini can't control it. The French will play it to the sideboards. Ends up back on Celebrini's stick. He'll play it behind the net for Wilson. Wilson puts it back to the blue line for Taves. Taves throws it down, bounces off the end boards, takes a funny bounce there, actually. And Junka will make a save and hang on to it as the puck rolled towards him in the crease. Hey, Cadet, says Gary. Bacon. Go, go, go. Bacon! Duncan the tall. Is Duncan very tall? It's around lunchtime, yes. Okay, it is. I forgot. I just woke up, though. Ooh. And it's 11:05 a.m. Toronto time. 8:06 on the West Coast. Yes, we need to get W's breakfast. My dog is such a crazy person. Oh, yes. And you hopped right into my arms, huh? I wonder what he's so laser focused on. Watch his face. Yeah, look at this big old bowl of kibble for the Dobberton, huh? Oh, yes, there you go. Looks like the most points by an NHL player in the Olympics is Roma Ginla with 14. Sidney Crosby had 13 one year. I wonder if that was the same year. Probably not, though. I bet you Sidney Crosby got that in the Sochi Olympics, right? When Canada just steamrolled the entire competition. Nobody even had a chance in that one. Oh, yes. McDavid takes the face off. Scramble draw. Everyone's digging away. Now, Wilson takes it out of the pile. Back for Makar. Makar puts it to the front of the net, and Junka makes the save and hangs on. Holy cow. Did you see how quickly he ate that? Oh, my goodness, Tubby. You are such a little crazy boy, huh? Did you just inhale that? Like, is all that food in your lungs now, my boy? Oh, yes. All right, face-off won by Canada. Makar spins at the blue line, loses the puck, but he'll recover it. Oh, go get some water. How you little weirdo? France comes out of their zone with the puck. Canada will get it at their own blue line and chop it right back down into the French zone, and that's going to be an icing call. Against? Oh no, it's not an icing call. What am I on? Okay, buddy. Thank you. Go and have a lay down now, you little weirdo. As he's like, what else do I get? It's like, bro, you've already got a banana and a breakfast, so. Puck kicked down the boards by Suzuki. France will play it around behind their own net. Belmar tries to get it out. Can't. Harley picks it up, plays it down there for his teammate in front of the net, but that one bounces away. Belmar picks it up on the boards, plays it behind the net there for Thurley. Spinning at his own blue line. Wreck plays it out into the neutral zone. France will dump it in. Picked up by Shea Theodore. He'll play it across there. And a pass out to the neutral zone. Doesn't hit its intended target, but Junka will come out and play the puck up, doing his best Jordan Binnington impersonation. The French will play it down low behind the net. Try and bring it out front. Drew Doughty loses the puck. Now comes back to the blue line. And then who is this? It's Mitch Marner with a partial break. He waits up, finding some help. And then Mark Stone with a deke to the backhand just runs out of space. And the puck will squirt all the way out into the neutral zone. Shots are now 14-4 for Canada. The hard thing for the Canadian goaltender Binnington is just to stay in this game when he's barely seeing anything. Mark Stone brings it in, puts it to the front of the net. Junka kicks it away. Wee baguette, says May. What's up, May? Nice to see ya. Dobby the Dobberton. Dobby. And then Nevid's like, Dobby. Please hit like and smash. Please hit the like and smash the subscribe button. You feel generous. Please feel free to donate to Dobby's College Education Fund. It's like Team France brings the puck in offside. Yeah, Marner picked up the puck in stride, but Crinan actually does a really good job for France to get back in time. Crinan. Yeah, Stone just ran out of room. Face off at center. France wins it. They'll dump it into the Canadian zone. Knocked down by Devon Toews. Puck up the boards for Reinhart. Plays it to the middle for Bennett. Bennett loses the puck in the neutral zone to Texier, but takes it back. Back from Carr. McCarr across for Devon. Chopped into the zone by Mr. Seth Jarvis. Why are you licking the wall? My dog is licking the wall, guys. What is wrong with him? Yes, he's licking the wall. McDavid cuts across the top of the crease. Pass to the middle. No one's there. Belmar will pick it up in his own zone. He's licking the wall, bros. That's funny. Let's smash. What? Puck up to Belmar at the blue line. He'll get it just outside. Harley comes up, pinches up. Puck is dumped into the Canadian zone. Harley plays it out. Skating onto it with speed is McDavid. He plays it to the middle. But McDavid couldn't complete the pass. Feels like one of those games where Canada's just passing way too much. Like kind of how it goes. Celebrini can't get the puck. It looks like, is Canada getting a penalty here? Yeah, it looks like Canada's taking a penalty. It might be McDavid. McDavid taking a penalty, probably for holding here. Who is it going to be? Maybe Sanheim? Yeah, Travis Sanheim taking a penalty, so the French will go to their first power play. Just wrapping him up. Yeah, he takes his hand off the stick, wraps the stick around his midsection, and then holds on to him. And then McDavid comes in and does the same thing. That's why I thought maybe it was going to be McDavid because they sort of did the same thing. But Celebrini's forecheck is insane. Two ball! Literally laugh out loud. It's too early for Dobby. You must have spilled some coffee on the wall. That's true. Yeah, he's just trying to get his wake-up call. French win the draw back to the blue line. Now they dump it in. Devon Toews dumps it around the boards. Stopped on the half boards far side by the French. They'll pass across the near side for Texier. Texier back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Binnington makes a save and hangs on with 51.2 seconds left to go in this first period of play. 1:41 left to go on the power play for France. France is playing far too well, says Callum. Yes, it is quite uncomfortable to have a 2-1 score right now. In a year's time, you will be telling a little human not to lick the wall. Yes, that is true. Insert child's name. What are you doing? Why are you licking the wall? So, learn the rules, says Sensei Dean. Why that is true. Best to avoid that is to just drive the guy into the boards instead of losing position. There's a reason hockey is a contact sport. Lazy penalty by Sanheim. Learn the rules, McCrybaby. Now France goes back into their own zone to Costa. Skates out. Up to his own blue line. Texier gives it away. Mark Stone skates down on the penalty kill and shoots and scores! On the penalty kill, they're down a man. Mark Stone says it doesn't matter. He's going to score anyways. And Mark Stone on the penalty kill with 3.4 seconds left to go in this first period of play. Makes it 3-1 for Canada. You love to see it. What a good play there by Mark Stone. Reads the play. Texier just gives it away. The one NHLer on France. And good burst of speed there from Mark Stone. Bit of a change up too on the backhander. He skates in, has pretty much a full break, and then protects the puck and just flips it. He doesn't even shoot it. It's more of a chip shot past the glove side of Junka. You'll love to see it. Trevor Linden. Oh, that's Lloyd. All right. And that looks like that's the end of the period. Just like that, eh? You love to see it. Dustin's in chat. Go, 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 go. Count. Go, 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 go. Evelyn. Go, 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 go. Zach McDowell. Go, 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 go. Trevor Linden. I love Olympic hockey, says Tillo. Fangirls here cheering as well. Poutine over French onion soup. That seems like a poutine crime. All right, let's get Dustin on the line here. Oh, I don't even have my camera so you can see me. There we go. That's better. Oh, yeah, I got to update the damn scoreboard, too. I don't want to get in trouble from Calvin when he rewatches this later. First intermission. Yeah, Calvin probably dead asleep right now because he was up too late, but he will rewatch this. Be like, excuse me, Russell, in your first intermission. All right, without further ado, I'm not going to keep you guys waiting anymore. That's Boydell. How's it going, my dude?
Good morning. Happy belated Valentine's Day. I hope you and Crystal had a wonderful Saturday.
Yeah.
And of course, Dobby.
Mm-hmm.
Can't forget Dobby.
You're licking walls.
And yeah, we finally have a down to talk about.
Yeah.
Mr. Colton Parayko. Well, not the nicest penalties, obviously, but Colton Parayko, when they selected him, you knew they selected him kind of for his size and was likely going to be probably a seventh defender on most nights. Obviously, the injury to Josh Morrissey causes him to have to play more minutes in the last two games. But hopefully, Josh Morrissey's back for the elimination game because you see kind of the drop off when you go to Sanheim and to Parayko. Again, Sanheim, not a physical guy, but needs to be. On that hold, all he had to do was just finish the check, right? Like just drive your shoulder into the guy and take the puck away. Don't try and, pin him to the boards like you're in Pee Wee hockey and you're not allowed to throw a body check because as soon as he stopped moving his feet, he lost body position, had to clamp onto the hold and took a bad penalty. It's just lazy penalty. And that at this level of hockey, you shouldn't be taking those kind of penalties. You should be able to just finish that French player into the boards and just take the puck away. Those were the two costly downs for Canada. Hopefully this penalty doesn't cost them when we get into the second period here. And of course, Mark Stone got the shorthanded goal there on it. So that kind of cancels it out. But they're getting a lot of chances, but they just need to shoot more. McDavid is dumping it off in positions where, normally he'd take a shot. And I don't know why they're trying to be so generous right now. They just need to pour it on. As soon as they get in the slot there, just shoot it. I know the shots are lopsided already, but we knew the game was going to be the majority of Canada controlling play. But when they go for those fancy plays, that's when they're giving up the odd man rushes. And France is kind of turning it back, getting a couple shots here or there. They've had 2 quality chances, I would say, and one of them they buried because Parayko turned it over and then was just kind of, I don't know, mad about his turnover and was still thinking about that when the puck was right beside him. That if he had his stick on the ice, kids, keep your stick on the ice, because Parayko, all he had to do was have his stick down in position and he picks up that rebound or swats it to the boards, but he has it up in the air and just stares at it. And the France player picks it up no problem. So, and the only reason I'm harping on the goal is because goal differential is important. The U.S. still plays Germany later today. We only have a +2 above them for first place in the tournament. So you want to run this up against a opponent like France, and they're getting chances, but they would have more quality chances had they just given shots off rather than trying to dump it through the crease and look for a fancy tap in play. Just be simple. Just shoot, get rebounds, run the score up, because you need that goal differential. I know it's hard sometimes when it comes to like the sportsmanship side, when you are severely overmatched against an opponent, and you can kind of see that a little bit with Canada. You also saw it with the Canadian official, Kyle Raymond there, who was going to call a hook against France when Cale Makar skated in off the blue line, but then he put his arm down and waved off the hooking call, which is something you don't see an official do very often. Jordan Binnington was even 2 steps out of the net to go to the bench for the delayed penalty. So not only the players are kind of, the emotions and things come into it. Even the officials know that giving Canada power play this early in the game isn't really fair to the French team. There's weird dynamics when it comes to this sort of skill gap. And and because Canada does look a little lazy out there, it allows France to, get into defensive positions and kind of clamp down and make it a little dirty in the middle. And so that's why I'm saying just shoot through that crap. If you got your big bodies in front of the net, like the Tom Wilson goal is exactly what I'm talking about. Just get a shot, get a rebound, let Wilson, let a couple of those other guys like Mark Stone and that who will be in front of the net doing the dirty work. Let them get those penalties. Get Sam Bennett out there doing the same thing. And obviously they're not going to lose this game, but goals are important. Don't even give me that knock on wood shit. They're not going to lose to France.
Oh man, we've seen some crazy stuff in the history of hockey, so you never know.
The only thing I'm worried about is the goal differential. Yeah. Right? They might, fall back a little bit and give up another one, but as long as they can win by, 3 or 4 goals, then they should be okay. I think the Germany-US game is going to be pretty tight, and also Denmark did a huge favor by putting 3 past Swayman yesterday. So it's important.
Yeah.
You want that seeding position going into the elimination games.
Yeah, Dan Kluche maybe coaching the American goaltenders there, because it looks very Dan Kluche-esque. But I believe it. If you watch the replay, it does look like it changed direction, but it didn't feel like Swayman should have had that hard time tracking that puck through the crowd anyways.
Well, I did look at the replay when I was watching the game, and I was rewinding it a couple times because you can't obviously find good replays online. One thing I found interesting is that dark patch on the boards, the dark green that they use where the Olympic rings stand out. It's one solid color. And that angle from center ice there, to miss it by almost 2 full feet. It doesn't matter if it changed direction. He was ready to catch that on the glove side, and it beat him over the blocker's shoulder. So I think he just completely lost sight of the puck. I think it blended into that color because they're used to white boards, and that's why the boards are white for those of you out there. They're not supposed to be darkly colored for that very reason. So I think maybe that could have been just one of those freak moments where it just blended in.
Yeah, it's interesting too, just even the way they have it set up, because most NHL arenas these days obviously have seats all the way down to the boards, and then you'll have a crowd there. But even with this, you got like, even it's a couple feet to the gap, and then there's actually a little wall there, which is also a dark wall too. So, I mean, maybe Swayman just, like you said, lost it between the green boards and the green backer. Maybe just lost it.
Yeah, I mean, because I've played in rinks where I've lost the puck as a defender. And it's like, it hits you and you're like, whoa, my God, where the hell did that come from? Because there's just the way arenas are built, and sometimes advertisements are a weird color. And if the puck gets just the right angle in certain things, I mean, it's only this big, right? And then when it's flat, it's only 1 inch of black coming at you that's spinning. It's sometimes it's hard to see the damn thing.
Canada getting the job done, but they did allow the first goal ever for the German women's team against Canada in international play. So that was, I was watching the game, and Crystal's like, did they just say that's Germany's first goal ever against Canada? It's like, yes, this is true. But they do manage to get the job done. 5-1 victory to move on to the next round. Nice to see the captain, Marie-Philippe Poulin, back in the lineup, Dustin?
Oh, for sure. I mean, going into the semifinals now after getting through Germany here, it was a good game for her to get back in, see if she can go at the Olympic pace. Historically, the women's side of hockey has been grossly mismatched. I mean, it's just pretty much been US and Canada. And when Russia was in, they would kind of push occasionally. But the women's side, it's just Canada and US put so much more into women's sport and amateur women's sport. So there's a big skill gap there. So it's nice to see some of these teams bringing that parity closer together. But of course, so like I said, like Germany getting their first goal, it is important to them to start pushing and being more competitive in these Olympics, because it just makes it better hockey to watch and more entertaining. But I'm really happy for the Canadian women's team after that 5-0 loss to US really woke them up. And I hope that they can continue on and get into that gold medal game and take down the States in a rematch.
Yeah. So the women will be playing Switzerland in the next round. USA will be playing Sweden. So once those two games finish, I believe the gold medal game is going on Thursday morning, I believe. So
I think that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be an early one as well, I believe.
I think it's 3:10 in the morning our time, that one.
Yeah, pretty disgusting. Pretty crazy some of these times. But I mean, at the end of the day, they can't just do everything for North America. It is being played.
Well, and I mean, it's it'd be 11 in the morning in Turin.
Yeah.
At that time, or noon. So it's like a kind of a premium time for a gold medal to happen locally.
Yeah. Good to see too, just from a Golden Knights standpoint, that Claire Thompson does get a goal in that game, the second goal of the game, which turns out to be the game winner. So nice to see her get a goal, as she is a very hardworking member of the Vancouver Golden Knights, and has looked good for Canada for many, many years playing out there. So good to see
for sure
the local lady getting a puck past the goaltender.
Definitely.
Sweden versus Slovakia. Now we'll get into some of the conversation around our guy Pettersson, but the one thing you talk about goal differential too, which is very interesting because it is very importantly, because you saw a quote after the game coming in from Slavkovsky, who said, "I've never celebrated so hard after a loss, and that is because they only lost 5-3. The goal differential ends up making them win their division." So very important, like you said, for the Slovakians to get that late goal with like 39 seconds left, so they end up winning their pool.
Yeah, which and it's weird how they are still above Finland, who has a +11 goal differential.
Right,
So
and we did find out, they said in chat, because all three teams beat Italy, all of their scores against Italy are then null and void. And so as a result, the 11 goals they scored against Italy don't mean anything when it comes to Yeah, but having said that, their 11 goals they scored will count for the seeding after the 4 teams get the bye to the quarterfinals. So it is big for Finland, but yeah, Slovakia very happy with their loss because they scored that goal late. Otherwise, Sweden would have taken the group there.
Exactly.
Pedersen scores 2 goals in the game, ends up with the game winner as well.
Didn't happen.
So I went on Reddit to make sure I could get ahead of the hate. So I said, I'll save the haters the trouble. Here's a list of what they're going to say. Bro, it's just one game. He disappears the next game. Finally, he shows up 3 games into the tournament. What took him so long? 2 points in 3 games? That's only a 55-point pace. That's not nearly enough for 11.6. Why doesn't he show this kind of emotion for the Canucks? What's the big deal? Anyone could score a goal playing with Raymond and Forsberg. And then PDO goes, brrr, 2 goals on 2 shots. Seems pretty lucky. He needs to shoot more. That pretty much summarizes it.
Yep. Oh man, it was such a glorious post, dude. It made me so happy. I was so proud to be your co-host in that one. I mean, it just shows like the Swedish coach made some changes. He was skating with Lucas Raymond and Philip Forsberg. And you could see the excitement with him playing with actual skilled players that were able to get him the puck. And you know, he was flying out there. There's lots of people that said he was Sweden's best 2-way forward. 2 goals in one end and preventing goals in the other end. And it's something you love to see, but it also goes to what we were kind of talking about last game. If you don't have the proper supporting cast, I mean, McDavid has Draisaitl, McKinnon has Nietzsche's. Like, there's all these guys. They all have a supporting cast. And when your supporting cast is Brock Besser, who is streaky at the best of times and doesn't generate anything on his own and isn't much of a playmaker, he can't set up Petey on the back end. You know, that's not the same thing. You need a play-driving winger to go with your play-driving center. And that's how you build a top line in the NHL. And so when you see him playing with the likes of Philip Forsberg and Lucas Raymond, I mean, obviously it's easier to be energized and excited because guys actually know how to get the puck to the net and into the net. And so good on him for having a great game. And, you know, unfortunate that they dropped down to 3rd there because I believe that will keep them out of the qualifying rounds. So
they'll
the elimination games.
Yeah. So what that means, they'll have to play, which then also means they will probably end up playing against whoever ends up being the 2nd seed, which would be Canada or the USA. So a much harder path for them.
Yeah, obviously playing that extra quarterfinal game is never fun.
Artie Party gets into his first game, which you love to see. Was playing against Draisaitl and Lucas Reichel, who's another Abbey Canuck. But the Germans fail to get the job done as Draisaitl hits the post and will once again claim that post is not good goaltending. Nice to see Artie get a big W at on the world stage again, isn't it?
Of course. I mean, he is known for stepping up on the world stage. He was the MVP of the World Championships a couple years ago, you know, facing a record number of shots. And we've known that he has that ability to step up. We saw it in the Calder Cup finals last year. We saw it when he had to step in for Demko in the playoffs and they went to 7 games with Edmonton. I mean, the kid knows how to dial it in. Unfortunately, he still gives up those long goals from time to time, tracking through traffic, but he has shown an improvement at that with more of the NHL play this year in Pittsburgh. And him and Jari have turned into a decent tandem there now in Pittsburgh.
Skinner.
Or not Jari, sorry, Skinner. I meant to say Skinner. I was thinking about the trade, and then when Jari was bad-mouthing his team in Edmonton, it made me laugh, and then I stuck on his name. Skinner and him are turning into quite the tandem in the Pittsburgh there and giving them a drive to the playoffs.
Yeah, we love to see it. So I wonder who they'll have their game today. They're playing again today against who are they playing against today? God damn. Latvia's playing against Denmark today, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. I mean, they should take that. You'll probably see Mislarkin get back in, even though I want to see Artie. And once again, we don't have time for Matt Damon, so we'll talk about the Abbey Canucks in the post-game show. Dustin,
yes, we will.
We'll see you in the post-game show. Thanks for everything, and we'll chat again soon.
Of course. Enjoy the rest of the game. Go Canada.
Cheers to Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox. Oh, I missed it too here. KJ Brazy using his monthly membership message to say just the right amount of scruff. So you'll love to see that. All right, second period is underway in Milan. Oh, I just hit my microphone. Thank you very much, KJ, being a member for 10 months here on Nothing is Perfect. We appreciate you. The Silver Fox stopping by for the Rusty and Dusty side, so you'll love to see it. All right, so the French are still on the power play. They'll bring it in. Oh, and then the puck gets knocked down right in the slot. Backhander goes wide of the net. Canada slaps it around the boards. Ends up squirting all the way out into the neutral zone. 10 seconds left to go on the power play now for France. And they'll start out dumping it into the Canadian zone. Puck gets knocked up the far side boards, and that'll do it for the power play for the French. The Canadians are back to full strength here, going off the French power play. Now the French keeping the puck, dishing back to the blue line, shot to the front of the net. Puck gets blocked in front. Hagel pursuing the puck into the French zone, but will not be able to get to it. McDavid moves in on the forecheck. Celebrini moves in on the forecheck. McDavid joins him, and now Celebrini jars the puck free. He tries to play it down low. That one gets past McDavid. France will pick it up on the half boards, pass out to the neutral zone, tip down into the Canadian zone. But they did it from their own side of center, and so that's going to be icing against this French team. Learn the rules! Hopefully PD returns to form. ... Unfortunately. Morning all, what's up, Juliana? Always good to see you. My mom may be taking me to Cedar Point. Cool. Hope Bluger gets a goal, says Tillo. Yeah, it would be nice. If he hasn't already. No, he hasn't yet. Canada wins the draw in the French zone. Makar steps across the line, passes down the boards for Wilson, who puts it in behind the net for McDavid, back up for Celebrini, spins on the half boards, puts it down low for McDavid, who skates through the faceoff circle. Now he'll put it down low for Wilson. Back for McDavid. McDavid tries to find the backdoor play for Sanheim sneaking in, but couldn't make contact as the puck will get out into, and then Faber will take a shot. That one will go wide. Sanheim picks it up. He'll put it over for McDavid. Skating through center. Celebrini leaves it for McDavid. And now the puck down low. Oh my goodness, what a play there. Another one where they're probably passing too much is Cale Makar. Dishes when he probably should have shot. Makar shoots it to the front of the net. That one's blocked by Belmar. And then Wilson will come back to pick up the puck in neutral zone. Puts the puck back for Makar, who plays it all the way up to Crosby at the blue line. He stick handles on the boards, tries to get it down low, but loses it. Puck squirts into the slot. And then the French give it away right to Mark Stone, but luckily stayed with him. Otherwise, Mark Stone would have had another chance right in front. Puck skips along the boards in the French zone. Crosby picks it up, back to the blue line. Drew Doughty takes a shot. That one gets blocked in front. The French will pick it up, move it out thoroughly. A Thury puts it back into his own zone. Crinol will play it back into his own zone. Now Reich picks it up, dumps it into the Canadian zone. Shea Theodore will cross for Doughty. Stone will chip the puck out. Down the ice into the French zone. Must have tipped off a French stick as well. And French will pick it up in their own zone. No icing on the play. Puck skips out to the neutral zone. Sanheim plays it up the boards for Parayko. Hagel plays it in the middle. Now McKinnon with speed, and Suzuki joins him. Suzuki goes to the boards. Oh, and then another one. Sanheim with an extra pass there. Instead of shooting, tries to make a pass across to Suzuki. The French will come out down the boards on the Canadian side of their blue line in their zone. Puck pinned to the boards. Belmar can't come up with it. Parayko makes a pass over for McKinnon. And then Suzuki will get it deep. Harasses the puck all the way down. Picked up by Gallet. He'll make a pass in the neutral zone. Batted away by Canada. The French will pick it up in the neutral zone. Dump it deep. Thomas Harley starts out over his own blue line through center. Gets to the red line. Dumps it in. Puck into the corner near side. Reinhardt moves it on the forecheck. Coming flying into Seth Jarvis. Jars the puck free to the far side, but the French will get to it first. And Ritz will play it across. But Reinhardt keeps it in at the blue line. Hagel puts it across for Seth Jarvis. He can't get contact on it. Theodore plays it across the other side for Hagel. Bounces away from him. Seth Jarvis recovers it. Canada comes out. And then Reinhardt comes out front, takes a shot on the French goaltender, Junka. And he'll hang on to it for a whistle with 15-12 left to go. Canada still making too many passes. I cried on Valentine's Day, says Duncan. Same, Duncan, says Tillo. Meevid! What's up, Meevid? How's it going, my dude? Meevid in the chat with the Canadian flags. You love to see it. Reinhardt takes a shot. Maybe he was trying to go over the shoulder, but ends up just putting it right into the pads of the French goaltender. Same. They increase our workload for all these couples. Yeah. All right, Texier brings it in. Tries a pass across the blue line, but that one gets blocked, and Canada picks it up in their own zone. McDavid plays it down low there. Devon Taves plays it over for Makar, who plays it out to the neutral zone. Celebrini tips it in. Junka plays it to the side. The French. Oh, Tom Wilson falls in the corner. And Bourdon will skate out. Gets it over for Texier, who bobbles the puck. Ends up going back into his own zone. Crenal plays it back into his own zone, and the French will play it across the Canadian blue line. Puck up. Nice pass, banked off the board. Celebrini cuts to the middle. Puts it down low. McDavid with another extra pass. But it looks like that'll be a penalty for hooking on the French. As it looks like, again, another extra pass by McDavid trying to go across the top of the crease. But Mr. Bazin ends up going to the box. Number 95 for France will sit down for two. Bazin. Oh, yeah, it's a hook on Celebrini. And then Celebrini still manages to get the pass down low for McDavid, who takes another pass. I still don't get it. They're just passing too much. It's a little scary. We need them to shoot the puck every once in a while. This Canadian power play will try and do better than their first attempt, which did not score. X-May is just laughing and crying. Like I said, Sanheim equals soft. They're playing like they've already have it in the bag. Yep, they kind of are. No, I cried because I hate Valentine's Day and my older brother was being a snarky little dickhead. Sounds about right. Shot, 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 shot. Everybody! McKinnon cannot win the draw against Belmore, but Canada will step through, and Crosby picks it up, puts it back to Reinhardt on the half boards, far side. He'll bank it back for McKinnon after skating down low. McKinnon into the faceoff circle, puts it across for Crosby, who tries to put it back for Makar, but the puck will squirt out to the neutral zone. The French will change on the bench. Reinhardt drops the puck at the blue line. Now McDavid with speed. Tries a backhander, goes off the side of the net. Reinhardt puts it down for McDavid. Crosby. Puck squirts back to McKinnon. He has it go off of his stick and through his legs. Canada, though, knocks it down. Plays it back to the blue line, but that'll skip right between Makar and Crosby. Makar will retrieve it in his own end. Puck up for McKinnon. McKinnon over the blue line. Dishes for Crosby, but it goes off a skate. Crosby skates onto it, but the French will pick it up, squirt it out into the neutral zone. McDavid turns in the neutral zone, passes back for Makar. We need more shots. Backhander down low for Reinhardt. Reinhardt skates around behind the net, tries to pass up the boards, gets knocked down there by the French. And Belmar, the captain of the French, will dump it all the way down the ice. 40 seconds left to go on this power play with that. I don't think has a shot. So this Canadian power play that's supposed to be so dangerous has not done anything so far in this game. You got to make these teams pay for their penalties. And right now, Canada's not. Second power play, and it's out now. Marner skates down, puts the puck back to the blue line for Shea Theodore. Shea Theodore down low for Marner. Puck across. Celebrini has the puck bounce on him so he can't get the shot off. Now a pass to Horvat. He puts it across for Marner. Marner puts it down low there. Pass back to the blue line. Theodore puts it down low for Celebrini. Junka comes across, makes a save. Rebound gets cleared up. Shea Theodore passes across for Marner. Marner passes the puck down low, ends up being a shot. and Junka will cover up that puck and hang on to it for a whistle. So a couple of shots by the second power play unit, maybe the first power play unit, could learn a thing or two from the second power play unit, because they actually got some shots on net. These European goalies are good because they are getting so much practice getting shelled. Yep. Maybe Draisaitl and Germany can upset the States today. I mean, the States have not been playing fantastic hockey. They have won both their games, obviously, so we're not going to give them too hard of a time. But if I pull up their schedule here, they beat Latvia 5-1, but they were tied 1-1 at one point. And then Denmark actually had 2 leads. The USA giving up 3 goals to Denmark. Eller and Ehler playing on that team, so a couple NHLers there as well. There's a few more. But the USA, they were tied. They were down 1-0, 2-1, and then ended up winning 6-3. So they did get the job done. Everybody. There we go. Got everything set up now. Canada can't win the draw. Looks like the linesman did not like the way they dropped it, so they'll redo it here. 12-17 left to go in this second period of play. Canada does win it back. Sanheim with a shot to the front of the net. That one's blocked in front by a French player, laying the body down the line. Canada takes in their own zone. Bank pass up for Reinhart. Can't keep it, though. Puck will squirt back for Seth Jarvis. He'll play it back for Drew Doughty. Drew Doughty starts out, fires the puck in from center, rung around the boards, comes up the far side boards, kept in at the line. Puck down low for Sam Reinhart. He tries to play it up front. That one's deflected away. The French will move it into the neutral zone. DaCosta chips it into the Canadian zone. Sanheim first one back onto it, gives it for Sam Bennett. Jarvis gets pinched on the boards, plays the puck to the middle for Doughty. He'll turn back into his own zone. Drew Doughty slows. He's got 3 French players in between him and his forward lines. So the French are definitely playing, it looks like they're playing like a 3-2 defensive structure. They got 3 guys lined up on the red line and then 2 guys on their own blue line. Really taking away the neutral zone. And for anyone who didn't know, the neutral zone in this rink is actually a little bit smaller than... Oh, did I start? I started the power play clock instead of the... I started the wrong clock. Oh, whoops! Just under 11 minutes left to go here now. McDavid with speed through the faceoff circle, dish to the slot, shot to the front of the net. Junka makes the save. Junka. They're going to call it Junka. Junka. McDavid loses the puck after trying to give it for Celebrini. Crenal picks it up in his own zone. He'll fire a pass all the way up to Texier, but he can't handle it. McKinnon cuts across the blue line, 2-on-1 down low. McKinnon dishes, and what a play! And I think that went off the post. Canada hits the post. Oh my goodness. Wowee. Posts are not good goaltending. Pass down low for Suzuki. He has in the corner getting worked over by 2 French players. Suzuki trying to jar the puck free for McKinnon. And the puck squirts free for Hagel. He'll put it back to the blue line. Devon Taves shoots it off the end boards. McKinnon can't get to the puck as he gets pinched to the boards. Now coming down from the blue line is Cale Makar. The French will move it up to the blue line and out. Knocked down in the neutral zone by Devon Taves. He'll pass for Suzuki, who stumbles through the neutral zone. And the French will fire it all the way down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call. Could be icing, could be offside, whatever you want to call it. 9:28 left to go. Tillo laughing and sweating. Reichel hat-trick. Can you imagine? Lucas Reichel did score yesterday for Germany, which is nice. There's my first yawn of the stream. Sous vide France team, laugh out loud. What's that, Sensei Dean? Why? Rusty and Dusty, www. Canada. Mark Stone is a medieval looking guy. He does look medieval, doesn't he? If he had a broadsword out there, I wouldn't be surprised instead of a hockey stick. Canada wins the draw. Back to the blue line. Pass down low. Too hot to handle for Crosby. Stone digs the puck out of the corner. Gives it away though. Puck flipped back to the blue line. Kept in there by Theodore. He tries a pass down low. That one gets blocked and squirts out past the blue line. So the Canadians will skate back in. Marner walking the blue line. Passes down low for Crosby. Crosby plays it out front. Deflected away. Theodore with a shot. That one goes well wide off the end boards, and France will chip it out into the neutral zone. Theodore can't pick up that bouncing puck. Skating onto it. Bertrand, the captain, takes a shot. That one's blocked by Theodore. And then Drew Doughty plays it behind his own net. Stone didn't read it well. Puck comes out front. And Binnington has to be sharp as Bertrand gets a couple chances on it. Canada looking a little lethargic in their own zone there. Not playing that one very well. Yeah. Hagel puts it off the post. Oh my goodness gracious. Scary stuff out there. Rob Willie's in the chat. What's up, my dude? Nice to see you, my guy. Rusty and Dusty. I used to hate BXL. My high school sweetheart was Twitter-pated with the guy. Ah, you were just jealous, eh? I see. Sports are rigged. I wouldn't be surprised if France wins. Laugh out loud. Can you imagine, Barbershop? If somehow France wins this game, it's like, who bet on France? Whoever bet on France, you know, the ones who are rigging it. We need 7 goals, says Thomas. That's a big word, KJ. Twitter-pated. It's from Bambi. Yeah. It's a good word for Valentine's Day. Sometimes you can be Twitter-pated with people. Were you reading the dictionary while you were on the toilet? That's funny. U.S. defensive core is scary, and they don't even have Adam Foote. Oh, says Gary Wiseman. KJ Braves, he's laughing and crying. Too evil. Says Sensei DY. Fox. Adam Fox. Laugh my ass off. Yeah, Adam Fox, not Adam Foote. That's funny, Tillo. Can you imagine if Adam Foote was somehow playing for the Team USA right now? Jarvis loses the puck on the half boards. Binnington comes out of his net. He plays it to the side. Sanheim played up the boards for his line mate. Puck into the faceoff circle. France with some control here. Puck back to the blue line. Bosk puts it wide of the net. France trying to bring it out front. Tried to bank it off of Binnington. Team Canada has a player tripped right behind the net. Now, Bo Horvat drawing a penalty for interference. Bo Horvat trying to get to a puck. The French player steps right in front of him. And Mr. Ovidiu will be going to the box for 2 minutes. We'll see if this Canadian power play, do you think maybe even they just start the second power play unit? Because the first power play unit didn't look really good last time. So 2 minutes. Oh yeah, he grabbed onto him too. Bo Horvat did go down pretty easily though. I'm not going to lie to you there. Ovidiu going to the box. Canada gets another power play. Their third of the game. This first power play, and I don't even know if they got a shot. McCarr has the puck on the blue line, down for McDavid, into the corner for Crosby. Back for McDavid on the half boards. Top of the face-off circle, waits, passes back for McCarr. McCarr fakes, shoots, and scores! There we go! That's how you do it! Shoot the puck, kill McCarr off from the point, does a little shifty move, fakes a wrist shot, and then shoots it past the goaltender for France. And Canada extends their lead to 3 goals as Junka couldn't see it through the crowd. And this Canadian power play, I was talking so much smack there for a minute. And Junka didn't even see it. Good screen in front from Reinhart. Crosby was there too. And just that little half fake shot. And then Cale Makar just finds that perfect shot, top corner. Just that stick handling. It's that whipping back and forth stick handling that could look like he's about to shoot the puck. And then he ends up just shooting it towards the front of the net and scoring. You love to see it. Canada leads 4-1 now. A little bit of breathing room, but got to get... Oh, and then Canada comes in. McDavid puts it to the slot for Celebrini, but Celebrini has the puck skip over his stick. Otherwise, he would have been all alone in. The French will now chip the puck down the ice. It's going to be icing against France. Learn the rules! Yeah, there it is. Zach wants to learn the rules. Canada PP goes... Brrr. Stop passing and suits just Thomas. Yep. Shoot! Laugh out loud, France. Stay in the crease, Binner. Yeah. France, you feel shame. Canada PP. Go, 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 go. Canada wins the draw. Celebrini passes the middle for McDavid. He shoots it just wide of the net. Picked up on the rebound off the boards. Drew Doughty has it. He'll play down into the corner, far or near side. Celebrini skates out. He'll pass down low for McDavid. Skates around behind the net. Stick handling back to Doughty. Doughty dishes to the side for Harley. Harley does a scissor move with Celebrini. Cuts to the middle. He skates across the top. Canada now. McDavid puts it out front to Tom Wilson. What a save there by Junka. And then Celebrini picks up the puck through the faceoff circle. Passes across for McDavid. Couldn't get the shot off. Now McDavid gets pinned to the boards there by Trail. Harley takes the pass, puts it across the other side, shot to the front of the net, and Junka makes a save and hangs on to it. 6:36 left to go here in the second period of play. Evelyn's like, go, 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 go. Kayla's like, go! And then Callum's like, go, 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 go! And then Coach Rebelly's like, go, 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 go. And then Tillo's like, go, 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 go. Did he make a save on Wilson there too? He did make a save on Wilson. Play back underway. Canada wins the draw. Hagel, though, loses the puck. Ritz will dump the puck into the Canadian zone. You have Dobby for all of them. No surprise there, eh? I realized something. That nobody's got a gifted membership here. We're going to do that. Canada scored how many? Oh, it should be 4-1. What am I on? Screw it. Let's just do 5 gifted memberships. 4-1, Canada leads. That's funny. I pushed the wrong button, so we actually took away a goal. Let's get some gifted memberships in chat. Most people are sleeping right now. Puck around the boards, behind. Let's see who gets these. Yuka takes a shot off the mask. They'll blow it down. So let's see. Gifted memberships going out to the Deep Shallow, Dar Daddy, Ron Young, Clint Chow, and B, all getting free gifted memberships courtesy of me. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So congratulations to the Deep Shallow, Dar Daddy, Ron Young, Clint Chow, and B getting free gifted memberships courtesy of me. You're a rock star, Russell. Thank you. Oh, Carmen's here. What's up, Carmen? Nice to see you. Hachiko, good morning. Is Hachiko here? Good morning, Russell and handsome boy Dobby. My man, Luke Hughes hasn't reached #1 yet. Oh, what the heck? Is Major just watching from the shadows? Major shows up and drops a gifted membership into chat now. Daniel Chen getting a free gift of membership courtesy of Major General. So thank you very much, Major, for donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. We appreciate you, my dude. That's very nice of you. Major in the chat. Watching from California, no less. And then Major donates another gifted membership. That one goes out to Riley Holden, who I believe is it's Fireborn Knights, I think, right? I think that's what it ends up being. Fireborn Knights, I believe. So Riley Holden getting a free gifted membership. Good. How are you, Russell? I'm doing really good. It's nice to see Canada finally shooting the puck. Duolingo's here. Major, 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 major. And then KJ's like, Dow hype. Good morning, sir. Cadet Private First Class Dalton report ready for inspection. And then Major donates another gifted membership. And that one goes out to Transit Fan Jacob. Transit Fan Jacob getting a free gifted membership courtesy of Major General. You'll love to see it. Thank you very much, Major. It's very nice of you. Donating to Dobby's College Education Fund. You absolute beauty. Canada shoots it to the front of the net. Junka makes the save and hangs on. And then he donates another one. He's just showing up late. Dropped him in. Chris Maynard. I think that's Dustin's friend, isn't it? I believe. And if you're sitting here like, why am I not getting a gifted membership? Well, I'll tell you. This is what you got to do. You need to go ahead and click on the join button below me. And then once you get down to the membership, click those three dots. Click on your gift membership settings. And then flip this right here. And that'll allow you to get free gifted memberships. So please ensure that you have done that, because then people like Major are going to show up, drop gifted memberships. Or maybe Hunter or Dustin or me. Who knows? And then you'll get a free gift of membership. And then you'll be able to use all the custom emojis. Good morning. Thanks, Coach Rob, for reminding me of the stream. Thank you very much, Coach Rob, for reminding Shannon. Nice to see you, Shannon. Let's effing go. Happy Lunar New Year, says May. Oh, is it the Lunar New Year today? Oh, Bull Rabbit with some speed, and he squirts it right through the 5-hole. And Junka had no idea where it was. Bull Horvat with a burst of speed. And the puck squirts through Junka. And then the puck wasn't covered. And so, it looks like Junka's down now. You don't want to see that. Bull Horvat with speed, deeks to the backhand. Very similar play to what he had done before. Now let's see what happens. Yeah, right through his 5-hole, out the other side. Nobody has it covered. They're trying to put it under his goaltender. Junka's still on the ice. Looks like, oh, that might be a groin. Or is he missing a blade? He might be, he's missing a blade. Okay. He's fine. I thought the goalie might be injured. Oh my goodness. No, he just lost the blade. I guess his teammates were jamming, trying to jam the puck into his feet. And so his blade popped out. So the trainer came out and helped out. We got 4:22 left to go. See, 5-hole. Yeah, KJ, you were right. Morning Shaman, says Duncan. I've never had dim sum. Good morning, everyone. Canada is great, but the Canucks are painful. That is true. Yep. Good morning, Shannon, says Thomas. Go. Says Major. Welcome, Major. Nice to have you, my dude. Thank you very much for the gifted memberships. I appreciate you, my dude. Reinhardt down the far side boards. Kicks into the corner, but France will intercept it. Dua will move out. Intercepted by Sam Bennett. Bo Horvat with a burst speed. Pass it across for Bennett. Bennett swings at the puck, but it was pretty high in the air, so he couldn't make contact. Pass down for Horvat. He tries to put it back for Doughty. French will get a stick on it and dump it all the way down the ice. Don't know why that's not icing, but here we are. First one back on it is Drew Doughty through center. Gets to the red line, dumps it in. Moving it on the forecheck is McDavid. Junka thought he about coming out to play the puck, but he does well to stay in the net because McDavid was flying down on him. Major's like, Hunter too evil. Hunter. Got some fish in the chat. Junka grabs that puck that rolled in on him, and he'll hang on for the whistle. Says May. KJ Brazy. Makar! And then KJ Brazy's like, go! And then Duncan's like, bang, bang, bang. Yeah, so his blades are fixed now. They were showing the play again. I was trying to see when the blade popped out of his skate, but can't really tell there. It looks like they've got McKinnon, McDavid, and Celebrini back together. So they have changed up the lines once more. McKinnon stops up, passes for Theodore, puts it down low for Celebrini, tips it on net, and Junka makes a save. Pass through the neutral zone. Celebrini with a breakaway. And he gets hooked down. That's going to be a penalty shot. Yes, it's going to be a penalty shot. Celebrini gets hauled down, going to the net. Doesn't get a shot off. And that is right. It is a penalty shot for Celebrini. Good speed, though, by the French player. I don't know if it was necessary for him to hook down and Celebrini going to the net. So Celebrini, 4-1, 2:44 left to go. And Chakia Chakilavili. Sounds more Italian when I say it like that. So Celebrini getting the penalty shot. See what he can do here. Skating in, goes wide to the right. Deeks shoots and scores! Macklin Celebrini on the penalty shot. See what I mean? You shouldn't be taking penalties like that. And Canada, Macklin Celebrini with his third goal of the tournament will make it a 5-1 game for Team Canada. You love to see it. PP shot for Celebrini. Go, 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 go. Wave! Wave from Callum. Go, 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 says Major. KJ Brazy, go, go. Trevor Linden. Salagod, yeah, tell you're right about that. Callum's like, go. Trevor Linden. Wave! And then Thomas is like, go, 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 go. Will first seed play 6th seed? French will dump the puck into the Canadian zone. Bennington takes the puck, backpedals, and plays it up. Another Hail Mary pass for Mr. Stone, but he can't get to it. But good work there. Gets it down low. Oh, and the puck squirts it up. Oh, those poor bastards. Oh, no. Poor teams. France, the wheels have fallen off the baguette. What do you mean the wheels have fallen off the baguette? And France is down 6-1 to Canada. The goal differential looks like that one's going to end up being Sidney Crosby's goal. As the good work there, like I said, good work by Mark Stone to dig that puck out. And then getting the puck back, putting it over for Sidney Crosby, who tries to pass it down low for Mitch Marner, but it actually ends up going off the skate of Thury. Poor Thury, as it deflects off his stick and just goes by Junka. And the Canadians are now up 6-1 on that deflected goal. And Crosby scores a goal for Team Canada. 5-goal lead now. Trying for another one here before the end of the penalty or period. Words. Puck kept in by Reinhart. He'll play it behind the net for Horvat. Spins in the corner. Skates behind the French net. Dishes back for Reinhart. Reinhart puts it behind the net for Horvat. Horvat puts it back to the blue line. Theodore across for Sanheim, who plays it down all the way behind. Jarvis picks it up. He loses it behind the net. Pinned to the boards there by Bosk. And then coming out with it as Jarvis plays it up the boards. Theodore comes down from the point. Jars it for free for Sanheim, or for Theodore. And then Bo Horvat with a shot. That one gets blocked. Now Jarvis tries to get the puck in the corner, but ends up getting knocked down, and the French will move it through the neutral zone. Deflected puck, and Bosk will put it in deep on Bennington. Bennington puts it to the side for Theodore. McKinnon through the neutral zone. Gets over the blue line and dumps it around the boards. Celebrini comes in, can't get the puck. The French will move it out to the neutral zone. Pass across off of a skate of Bertrand and into the Canadian zone. Doughty plays it up the boards for McKinnon, who tries to put it over for McDavid. He ends up digging it off the boards. McDavid takes it out of his feet, loses the puck, has to chase it out, pokes it into the French zone, fights down the half boards on the far side. The French will take it. Puck bounces off the boards for McKinnon. He puts it down low for Celebrini. Celebrini tries to play it over for McDavid. Now he dishes for McDavid. He puts it up front for McKinnon, who chops it just wide of the net. Now Celebrini picks it up. McDavid fires it towards the front of the net. Celebrini tries to find McKinnon on the backdoor play, but that'll deflect. Only 24 seconds left to go in this period. Oh my goodness gracious. Frantic action here at the end of this second period of play. Canada with the puck in the neutral zone. Harley will dump it in. Junka can't get the puck to keep it in. Hagel skates in behind, stops up, fakes it, puts it back to the point for Parayko, has it bounce off both feet, picks it up, plays it behind the net, and they'll try and get it out front. And then Junka will grab it with no time left on the clock. Woo! Canada with a flurry of chances there. And Canada goes into this intermission with a sizable lead of 5 goals. Let's update this so it says second intermission. There we go. And let's get Dave Brindle on the line, shall we? Shall we? How's it going, Dave? Good. You hear me okay? Perfect. All right, let's make sure everything's looking good here on my end. Oh, whoopsies. And here we go. Guys, game 3 of the tournament, which means it's time for the third Dave Brindle show here on Nothing is Perfect. We're happy to have him. An absolute beauty. Lots of experience in sportcasting and anchoring. So for the third time here in this Olympic tournament, here he is, Dave Brindle. How's it going? Good. Nice to see you.
It's now the Dave Brindle show, is it?
Yes. We have officially titled it the Dave Brindle Show. We might as well go back to the OG titles. So
we might as well back to the early 20s. So 2008, 2009.
Sounds about right. Yeah, we man, you did some good work on that show. For anyone who hasn't seen it, we'll have to bust out. I do have some of the audio from that show somewhere in my computer, so we might have to bust some of that out at some point.
maybe not.
I'm trying to remember because we had a little bit of sports content on that show too, and I believe it was Olympics time too. Didn't we have Dave Benefield on the show at one point? And I believe it was Canada in the Olympics as well, but I could be wrong on that. Does that ring a bell at all?
No, we had Benefield, who was a former CFL football player, linebacker. We used to have him on, but more Matt Baker, who is now doing a lot of work with CFL's BC Lions. But Matt used to come in all the time. We had a little bit. Maybe you should get Matt on the show instead of me.
Actually, the restaurant I work at here in Surrey, the practice facility for the BC Lions is like right next door. So we see the BC Lions pretty often. I get to see Matt every once in a while, so it's always good to catch up with him too.
Cool.
Let's start off with.
Good. I thought we were just going to talk about the old days.
The good old days. Yeah. Well, we had to get into it eventually. They have to understand how much fun we had there in that studio at how many different names that station had? The Buzz of Vancouver, Team 1410 or something like that. But
Talk 1410. The Buzz of Vancouver.
And then I quit, and then a week later they shut down the whole station. So obviously,
they fired us all.
Yeah.
Because listen, they fired us all because we were too good, and they wanted to replace the format of the talk news and information to all sports, even though they had an all sports channel already. And then after they lost the Canucks broadcast rights, then that second sports channel that they had went tits up.
Yeah, who would have known, eh?
Yeah, who would have known?
So I wanted to, well, I know there was lots of goals there in that second period, but I wanted to first touch on that Canadian power play because they've had 3 power plays. They do end up scoring, but it felt like one of those situations where maybe one too many passes a few times on the power play. Were you kind of seeing the same thing from Canada there for a minute?
Yep. I want to see more physicality. I want to see them hitting more. In the first 2 games, they were using their bodies, and they aren't this game. And I'd like to see more of that in the third period. And they just aren't clicking. And I don't know why. We saw that in the power play with McDavid and McKinnon, Celebrini. They just weren't clicking. The passes weren't sharp. They didn't seem to be on top of their game, and they have to be. I thought they should have been up about 8-9-1 because France only got 1 shot in the second period. And what is Canada go at 33 or something like that? The score should be 10-1 for heaven's sakes. Yeah. And yeah, it wasn't playing to script in the first period until the last part of the second period. Celebrini's goal was terrific. But there's been a couple of greasy goals too. Doesn't matter how you score goals. Getting it to the front of the net is usually the best way to score goals. But Makar's was wonderful, the way he just stick handled that puck, took a couple of steps, let that wrist shot fly, and yeah, it was a great goal. Yeah. Great goal.
Beautiful screen in front on that goal too. So you're right, the stick handling. It's that classic where sometimes you go side to side with the stick handle, but instead it was that it was almost like he kept on faking the shot to lull France into a false sense of security, and then waited for his spot to rip that puck. So it was good to see them finally shoot it towards the net.
And Crosby now has the most points scored by an NHL player in NHL participation at the Olympics. Mm-hmm. So he's above Iginla, who's one of the greatest players we've ever seen. So, but Crosby belongs up there.
Yeah. Well, we all remember the golden goal was after Crosby yelled Iggy. So those two will be.
Where were you on the golden goal? Yeah. Where were you on the golden goal?
I was at a friend's place. We were all watching it, and I just remember the entire neighborhood erupted. So that was a fun tournament to watch. Yeah, I think we had like 20 people jammed into the living room at my friend's place, and everyone just went running outside to celebrate in the neighborhood cul-de-sac. It was lots of fun.
How do you think the defense is playing? I think they're doing a good job.
Yeah, interesting, because Morrissey's out again, so we'll see if he maybe gets back in for the elimination round, because Canada will have a little bit of a break.
He was skating today, and they're saying that they're optimistic about him being in the playoff round, so that would be good. Marchand, the speculation is that he's injured, that he was hurting before the Olympics, and maybe they're just resting him up. He'll be there for the playoff rounds. Definitely, he'll be there. What do we have? Toews, Wilson, Stone. Wilson's play. He's had a great tournament.
Yeah. It's that he's doing a good job of playing on the edge, but not going too far. I don't think Tom Wilson's even taken a penalty, and he's known for that.
Yeah.
I did want to ask you, because obviously a very scary scene at the end of the last game. Tom Wilson colliding with Kevin Fiala, going down. They have announced now that Kevin Fiala has had season-ending surgery, so he will not be returning to the LA Kings lineup. And you mentioned that Marchand is injured. From an NHL standpoint, do you think any pushback from their teams for these players going to play internationally to say like, hey, like if you're dealing with something, you got to let us know, because we can't have you out of the lineup. And I know obviously Fiala was a freak accident, but for a guy like Marchand who's maybe nursing something, maybe the boss or I guess he's not on Boston anymore. Oh my gosh. The Florida Panthers are probably not happy if he gets himself further injured and won't be able to play for them.
The Florida Panthers knew the risk. Marchand knew the risk. They're there to play for an Olympic gold medal. The training staff is going to have microscopic eyes on Marchand to make sure he is ready to play, because the Panthers do want him back. So, yeah, he's being watched very carefully. So he'll start, definitely. But they do still have Jarvis, and he has, for the last 2 games, acquitted himself fairly well.
Yeah, and that's the nice thing about the way they've composed this roster too, is you have a bunch of different parts that are good at replacing each other. So Seth Jarvis is definitely that kind of player that can replace the role that Marchand does play in the lineup. So if you had a Bedard that a lot of people were complaining about, why is Connor Bedard not here? I don't think Connor Bedard in this lineup can do the same thing that Brad Marchand can do.
And what did I say about Jarvis?
That he's playing very well.
That he's playing very well, and that he get in, and he has played very well.
Yeah. Third period for Canada, they've definitely got to lay it on the line, because it sounds like goal differential could come in big for the seeding, because the difference between first and second seed in this tournament will be huge. If you're first seed, you're probably going to play Latvia. If you're second seed, you probably draw Sweden. So it's not about sportsmanship. It's about putting as many pucks as you can into the net. So that's got to be very important for this third period for Canada, just to keep pouring it in.
And you don't want to play. I mean, it can be a tough team. Switzerland can. So you don't want to go up against them.
I wanted to ask.
I say Switzerland or Sweden. I always get the two.
Yeah, Sweden.
Sweden. I always get the two confused. The Scandinavian countries.
My wife literally said the same thing yesterday. She's like, I always mix up Switzerland and Sweden. We had to look it up on the map. It was like, oh yeah, they're actually different countries.
Spin the globe. Yeah. No, the goal differential means a great deal, because they're going to get the bye through the knockout round, which is great. They got 2 days of full rest. That also gives Morrissey and Marchand a chance to get healthier. But the 2-day rest is going to mean a lot. But you're right, Russ. They do have to score goals, and I hope to see that in the third period. I think final score is going to be 11-1.
11-1, yeah. That'd be a good total. That's the most goals scored so far in this tournament, was Finland against Italy yesterday. So if Canada could do that, they'd mark the highest goal total for both the women's and the men's tournament, which would be fun to see.
Yeah. But the showdown is still looming, and that's against the United States, the two powerhouses. So and we hate the United States.
As a Canucks fan, I actually hate them because they got JT Miller and Quinn Hughes, so I've got extra motivation to see them fail. I'm not bitter. I wanted to ask you, when it comes to goaltending for Binnington, like you said, there was only one shot for France in that period. Is it harder for a goaltender to stay in a game where they get 50 shots, or harder for a goaltender to stay in a game where they only have 7 shots over the course of 2 periods?
Oh, that's tough because you're sitting in the net waiting for a long time. And waiting can take you off your game. You aren't as sharp as you were, but that wasn't his fault. The same as Thompson's wasn't his fault in the goal the other day. That there was a crossbar involved there. What do you do with that? And Binnington, he stood strong except for that one goal, and it came off a turnover.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to fault Binnington at all in this. And what it does give Cooper is he does give the 1-2. And goaltending was the big question mark going into this tournament. So he's got that nailed down, I think. I mean, goaltenders can collapse. They're weird.
They are weird. That is true.
They're very weird.
Well, you mentioned on our last Dave Brindle show the other day, there was some swearing between Canada and Sweden in curling, which was a weird thing to see. A big controversy now because not only were the men accused of cheating, now the Canadian women have been accused of cheating. And not only were they accused, they actually had a rock get burnt, which means they double touched the rock, which means that they lost that one. They end up losing it. They're actually 1-3. We've been going really rough for the Canadian women.
Yeah, they lost a point.
Weird stuff, right?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this? Because it sounds like everyone's out to get the Canadian curling teams right now.
Everybody is out to get the Canadians all the time. This happened in the gentleman and gentlewoman's sport. This is curling, for fuck's sake. And that was what was heard round the world is the fuck off. And that was Team Jacobs, which is the men. The women didn't swear, and that's Team Homan. Now, the men's controversy, as you mentioned, is a double touch. Okay, and the tension boiled over on Friday night between Canada and Sweden, not Switzerland, Sweden. And the accusation was Oscar Eriksson accused Canada's Mark Kennedy of double touching. And apparently you can't double touch in curling. Specifically, okay, Kennedy's finger just grazed the granite on the release off the hog. You can't do that. You only can touch the handle. And they have sensors in the handle, but not in the rock. So they were accused of double touching. And that's when the blow up happened. Kennedy, 25-year veteran, insulted by the cheating allegation. Microphones picked up, the hot mic picked up the exchange between the two skips. Eriksson saying exactly where to stick it. I have no idea where that is. And, said the famous FU. The fallout was at the World Curling Association, a formal verbal warning to Canada for inappropriate language, and warned that further outbursts could lead to suspensions. Now, video shows that there was a touch. But they decided not to charge any violations after monitoring the situation. But the video shows that there was a double touch. 24 years later, or 24 hours later, the controversy followed the women's team. In the first stand, officials actually removed one of Haman's stones from play, claiming she had also double touched upon release. And the reaction there was, unlike the men's incident, it was a player versus player. Homan went directly after the officials, and she was caught on a hot mic saying 0% chance that there was a double touch. Later, she told reporters that they were making something up. The stone was removed. They lost the point, and they lost the game, which is frustrating. What is Canada sitting at? Home 1-3 record, I guess. It's in part to do with new technology. There's a sensor on the handle, but not on the stone itself. So if you had a sensor on the stone, it would pick up the double touch. It's curling. It's weird. The French are weird. There's lots of weird stuff that goes on at the Olympics,
Yeah. Dave, I appreciate you stopping by again. We'll get you all up to date on when the actual time for the game will be, but I believe it should be Wednesday for Canada for their next game. So we'll have another episode of the Dave Brindle Show on Wednesday.
It's not at 7 fucking a.m.
I hope not. We'll have to wait and see. They haven't announced it yet. We'll have to wait and see what the Americans do against Germany today, and then we'll have an exact time for you. So
I think the Americans are going to have a tough time against Germany. I really do.
Dave, you just
Yeah.
missed it right behind you. Connor McDavid just scored to start this period, so they're already laying it on.
All right, let's go to the third period then.
Awesome. Dave, thanks for everything, and we'll chat again very soon, brother.
Okay, see you, Russ.
Cheers. Dave Brindle stopping by for the Dave Brindle Show. You love to see it. Bringing some curling knowledge for all you guys out there as well. And we can do it now. Go! Canada scores! Connor McDavid getting a pass from young Macklin celebrating, going to the goal and deacon to the backhand, putting it past Junka. And McDavid scores to make it a 7-1 game. Canada picking up exactly where they left off in the second period and increasing the lead. You love to see it. Oh, there's a baby in the crowd. Oh my God, there's a baby in the crowd. That's precious. Puck goes out of play over top the French bench. So we're into the third period of play. There we go. Yeah. McDavid with speed through the neutral zone, dishes to the side for Macklin Celebrini. And then Celebrini gets it back to McDavid streaking through the slot. And we are back underway. Blah, blah, game on. Yeah, we're game on, bro. Puck into the Canadian zone. The Canadians will skate out with it. McKinnon dishes for Hagel. Hagel shoots at the front of that. That one's blocked. Skips to the sideboards. French will bring it over the blue line. Fan shot. Picked up by Suzuki, and then he bailed. Gave it back to the French, and they'll take it back into the neutral zone. Gube will play across the zone in his own zone for Chakiachvili. Go, 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 go. Duda just came back. Go, 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 go. McDavid scored. You love to see it. Macklin celebrating with the assist on that one. No big D. French bringing it. Slap shot towards the front of the net, and they score. The French come in and wire one, as we just talked about it with Dave. Oh my goodness gracious. The French caught the Canadians sleeping. And Trey getting the goal past Binnington with a slap shot. Number 77. We got the worst hand in poker now. France makes it a 5-goal game again. It's 7-2 Canada. Pull it now, says Thomas. Now, did that one change direction? Let's have a look here. Nope. Oh, Binnington just has it squirt underneath his arm, I think. Yeah, it just goes right underneath the arm and into the back of the net. Oui, baguette, says Hangia. What's up, Hangia? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Trey with the score. And the 8th shot of the game. France now has 2 goals on 8 shots. Shocking the Canadian bench. Now they come in firing it towards Binnington. He makes the save and it hangs on. He makes the save with his toe. Oh my goodness gracious. Holy fuck, they almost scored again. Yep. Thompson needs to start the next game. 2 goals on 8 shots. What am I watching? Oilers? Sacre bleu. Binner's staying in the ducking crease. Zach's like, go, go. Too evil, too evil. And Callum's like, Tabernac. Play back underway. Oh, a little bit of space there for Cale Makar. He shoots it towards the net. Junka makes the save. Makar on the half board, skates back up, puts the puck to the middle of the slot, but nobody was there, so the French will move out, dump the puck into the Canadian zone. Stop up by Devon Taves. Now they're battling on the half boards. McKinnon comes in to join the party. Fabre puts it into the corner. Canada intercepts it. Now back to the blue line. Kept in there by the French. They bounce one towards the front of the net. Texier will play it back to the blue line. That'll bounce off the stick of Gallet, and he'll have to go back into his own zone. Dishes to the side for Thury. Thury dumps it in. Binnington comes out. Leaves it behind his net. Parayko passes over for McDavid. He touches it at center. So he negates the icing. Puck around the boards. back to the blue line. Sanheim plays it down for McDavid. McDavid tries to bring the puck around behind. Wilson comes in to help out. Runs into his man, jars the puck free. McDavid now on the blue line, puts it back for Parayko, who skates, dishes to the corner. Now back for McDavid, who takes the spot, cuts the middle, shot to the front of the net. And Junka makes the save. I always want to call him Junka, but it's Junka. McDavid with 2 goals and 7 assists in this tournament so far. That is 9 points for Connor McDavid. Could have even been a slashing call. And just goes to the far side and slides it in backhand. Boo, says Callum. Goddamn, Bennington. Bruh. Canada wins the faceoff in the offensive zone. Harley skates down the boards. Now he skates back up. He'll put the puck down behind the net. Mark Stone jars the puck free for Crosby. He plays it out front, but can't get the puck for Marner. Adamo plays it behind the net, and the French will give it back to him. He'll kick it into the Canadian zone. And he gets knocked down back to the blue line. Shot to the front of the net. Goes wide. Crosby hits his man. Now Harley plays it up the boards. That gets intercepted by the French. Back to the blue line. Thury throws it towards the net. That one skips wide off the end boards and will go all the way down the ice. Oh my goodness gracious. 16 minutes left to go in the third period. Bennington comes out. Stick handles. Deeks and passes over for Sanheim. Plays it up for Horvat, but the puck gets past him. Reinhardt hustles into the French zone. Can't get to the puck. Now Theodore pinches down. Pins the puck to the boards. He's got 2 French players on him trying to dig it out. Sam Bennett arrives. He's like, Theodore's happy just to pin it to the boards. Now Sanheim skates back to the blue line, dumps it deep. Junka comes out, can't stop it. Theodore now passes down the boards. Bennett fires it towards the front of the net. That one chips high and wide. Sanheim plays it behind the net. Puck back to the blue line, kept in by Theodore. He does well to walk it. Passes over for Bennett with a drag move. Shoots it to the front of the net. And that one's blocked well by Chankia Chivili. I can't say that guy's name. It's got too many syllables. Puck to the front of the net. Dug out by Mr. Reinhardt. Theodore walks the line again. Passes down low behind the net. Ends up bouncing off the end board. Sam Bennett puts it up front. And then Horvat picks it up off a rebound. And Bo Horvat restores the 6-goal lead as Team Canada puts another one past Junka, making it an 8-2 game here in the third period with 14:46 left to go here. Good work there by this Canadian fourth line. Theodore puts it off the end boards, bounce out front for Bennett. Shot goes off of... Oh, they've actually changed the goalie. It's not even Junka. I'm sorry, it's Keller in net now. The French have changed their goaltenders. I didn't even know. So a shot goes off Keller, off the end boards, bounces to Horvat, and he'll chip that rebound right by the goaltender. And Canada leads 8-2 now. French win the ensuing faceoff at center ice. Question, will Bo get a hat trick? Does he have 2 goals now? That's Bo Horvat's first goal of the game. But maybe. Goal. Trevor Linden. Goal, go. I'm feeling good more than I know I should. Says Tillo. McKinnon brings it in. Dishes back to the blue line. Shot from there from Sanheim. Tipped on by Hagel, but ends up going wide. Suzuki brings it out. Cale Makar fires it towards Keller, and Keller makes a save and deflects the puck over the boards and out of play. Whistle goes. Horvat! Holy hula. Big Mac says, go. Holy shit. Go. Tillo's like, go. And Zach's like, go. Way to go, Bo. And then Callum's like, go. Go, Bo. Go. Sanheim skates down around behind the French net, puts it back to the blue line.
McDavid in the corner. Plays it behind for Celebrini. Celebrini tries to feed it up front, but that one gets blocked. Skips back to Sanheim. Wilson digs the puck out, puts it in the middle for Sanheim. He'll fire it towards the net. Keller comes out, makes the save. Puck ends up on the half boards near side. Puck squirts back to the blue line. Tom Wilson's back there supporting his defenseman, so he's the last one back. He'll pass across for Sanheim. Sanheim puts the puck in, but it's going to be offside, so the French will move out down the half boards on the near side. They fall, and now McDavid picks it up with some speed on the backhand. Leaves it there for Celebrini, who puts it in the middle for Harley, and Harley has a swing and a miss. The French will bring it out. DaCosta puts the puck in the middle. Good stick on the back check by McDavid. The French will pick it up behind the Canadian net. DaCosta picks it up there. He'll try and put it up front. And Binnington will block it and then glove it. Hang on for a whistle. Yeah, you were right, my dude. What's crazy is McKinnon has no points in this game. The lightning for the stream looks fantastic. Russ. Actually, we have some very natural light coming in now. Thank you, Big Mac. We got the natural morning light, which we never usually get. So this is how I look when we got the sun coming in as well. 3 more. Canada. Let's go, Horvat and McKinnon and Celebrini. I'm going to get some new cowboy boots. Ooh, Duncan. Yo, let's go, Bo. Now we know. Great singing this morning. Thank you. Thank you, Johnny Redbone. I appreciate that. Go, Bo, go. Swear jar. And then Johnny Redbone's like, goalie, goal, goalie, goal, go, 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 go. Callum's like, go, 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 go. Carmen, go, 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 go. Ding, ding. I think that's a ding, ding. Ding, ding. Callum, Huey, Hangia, 14 looking mean with that black eye. Love it. And then Riley Fraser's like, we want 10. We want 10. We want 10. So Seth Jarvis's buddies have now joined him in Milan. Pretty hilarious. It's the same group of guys who were following him around. Ooh, Shannon just sent me a picture of Charlie. Oh, yes. Look at little Charlie. Look at that little cutie. Oh, look at him. Just sitting there all majestic like. Yeah, look at that. What a cutie pie. You'll love to see it. That's Charlie. That's Shannon's cat. Very cute, Shannon. You'll love to see it. All right. Canada is controlling the offensive zone. Puck around the boards. Kept into the blue line by Hagel, who's covering for the defenseman. McKinnon dishes back for Doughty. Doughty puts it down the boards. That's intercepted for a moment. And now the moment's gone. But Gallet will keep and then dish for his teammate Chakia Shivali. Puck out into the neutral zone. France. Textier will dump it deep. Binnington. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That took a weird bounce off the stanchions. And Binnington handled it well. Crosby digging at Texier. Works the puck up the boards, but that'll go all the way back onto Crenon's stick. They'll dump it in. Binnington stops behind his net for Devon Taves. Makar over his own blue line. Puts the puck off the boards. Not quite enough for icing because the French got back in time. Canada's now up to 40 shots in the game. 41 shots now to 11 for the Canadians over the French. He's more awake than last time. Yeah, he must be hearing me screaming like a crazy person. Oh, Canada comes in. with a good move, but a better stick there from Keller, the goaltender. And you're getting a reaction from Junka. Junka with the claps for his relief there as Keller makes a nice poke check to prevent another goal from going in. Was that Sidney Crosby coming in on a breakaway on that one? My son is a lazy fuck. What do you mean? You have a son, bro? Stupid advice that Grizzly will eat you alive. After this game, I'm going on a solo hike. Hope I don't run into a bear, says Sensei Team Y. Oh my God. Yeah, be careful out there. Canada controls again. They're now interviewing Seth Jarvis's friend during play. This is great coverage, CBC. Canada can't get anything off of that rush. The French will bring it out, bring it over the line, trying to dish to the side. Pareka blocks it. Oh, I meant dog. Okay, that makes funny. My dog is a lazy fuck. That's funny. Like, yeah, I guess I call Dobby my son all the time, so it does make sense. I was just like, I think he's old enough to have an actual son. Puck out front into the slot. Can't get the completion on there. Harley comes across to knock it away from the French player. McDavid with a pass up for Celebrini. Tries a drag move, but can't get around his man, Bolsk. Puck jarred free for Wilson. Back to the blue line for Harley. Dish to the side. Shot to the front of that goes off the booty of Bourdon. Now French's trail will pick it up. Pass through the neutral zone. Theodore pushed the puck up there for McKinnon. He skates right down the slot. Puts it to the side, and Canada shoots and scores! Canada! Dish to the side for Brandon Hagel from Nathan McKinnon, and Nathan McKinnon gets his first point of the game. And Canada extends the lead again to 7 goals, making it 9-2 for Canada over the French. Sacre bleu tabernacle. You love to see it. Shannon, go, 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 go. Sensei D1, go, 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 go. Kayla, goal. Evelyn's like, goalie, goal, goalie, goalie, goal. Hey, goal, yep. Good move there. McKinnon finding Hagel. Hagel is ripping it right past the goalie Keller as he slides to the side. You love to see it. Canada really laying it on the French right now. Big Mac attacks his Hangia. And then Big Mac's like, go, 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 go. Jeez, let's go. This is KJ Brazy. And then Zach McNally's like, go, 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 go. Hagel gets a bagel. Yes, he does to Sensei DY. Cal McKenzie. Goal, 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 goal. Go, 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 go. Was that a Canucks jersey? Is there a Canucks jersey in the stands? That's funny. Thomas. Go. Go. Oh, McKinnon gets taken down into the boards. He's hanging onto his face. Wonder if it was a high stick. Crinall comes across and says, I'm sorry. McKinnon didn't look very happy about it. I wonder if this was a high stick or was this I think Crinall might have hit him into the boards from behind. Oh, wow. Yeah. No, McKinnon with his face down, taking the hands to the mouth. So this Canadian power play will get another chance. Scored 10. Hockey Spirit's looking for 10 with his sunglasses on. The good old French elbow. Says Angia. Holy shit, right to the face. And then Carmen's like, goal, 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 goal. Johnny Redbone. Goal, go, 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 go. 999. France needs strong ass wine. Yeah, they might need some wine after that. You see Horvat's Canucks jersey in the crowd? I did not, Bender Bear, but someone just pointed it out. Did your wife get up early and also make you breakfast and bring you coffee? No, I let my wife sleep. I made my own breakfast and my own coffee. No point waking up the pregnant wife to make me breakfast. I'm a man. Made myself some eggs and toast. Had a banana. So yes, Canada goes to the power play. McKinnon took one right to the chops. Brindle puts it right into McKinnon's face. Right to the side of the head. Wilson goes and has a chat with the French guys. Bellmeyer. Wilson's like, if you guys do some stupid shit, I will destroy you. I can injure people on accident. All right. Oh, they're actually going to review it. It is a headshot, so they might actually kick. They might kick this player out. Yeah, they're reviewing it. So this might be a 5-minute major. Oh, did Bosco come in and cross-check him too? Let's see here. So yeah, elbow to the face. Yeah, that's got to be a 5-minute major. Kick him out. The referees are done reviewing now. Nice to see you're much more illuminated on the screen, Russ. They're calling it a minor penalty, apparently. Yeah, the crowd is booing. Should be a major. Yeah, we've got the natural light streaming into the bar today. You don't get to see me during the day very often. How is that not? That's a shot to the face. That's insane. Even after reviewing, those referees screw it up. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref. Canada takes control. They're starting their second power play unit this time. Stone, Marner, back to the blue line. Theodore, pass across, shot to the front of the net, skips wide. Puck onto the boards. Marner plays it down low. Stone worked it out front. Celebrini scores! There you go! We don't need 5 minutes. We only need 2 because Canada scores again. You'll love to see it. The second power play and it makes those little French sons of bitches pay. And Canada scores to make it 10-2. We've reached the double digits, everyone. I don't think this clock has ever gone this high. We've never had that many goals on this scoreboard ever as Canada makes them pay. Marner down below for Stone, back out front for Celebrini, and he walks to the middle and shoots it, fakes a shot, gets the player to go down to block, then skates past, and Bo Horvat with a good screen in front. Celebrini uses it perfectly, and Canada quickly on that power play. They were having troubles to start. We got 10. We got 10. Puck into the Canadian bench. The whistle will go. 8:07 left to go in the third period of play, and this game has gotten out of hand for the French. But Celebrini with a good fake shot, and then puts it right past Bo Horvat. Did it go off Bo Horvat? What if they're actually going to give it to Horvat? Might have deflected off of him. Right now they're giving it to Macklin Celebrini, but either way, one more Horvat will get one more goal. So yeah, I think Celebrini pointed towards Horvat, so they might change that. Right now it is Macklin Celebrini's goal, but like I said, Horvat was in front. Woo! Says Sensei Dean Y. Score as many goals as we can. Do it! No more score clock into the break on Russell. No more score clock into the break. Huh. Oh my fucking God, says Big Mac. Go, 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 go. Angia Celebrini is so sick. Let's go! Zach, go, 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 go. Shannon, go, 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 go. And the French they've got 5 people between the red line and the blue line. McDavid doesn't care. He dishes back to the blue line. Harley skates down into the faceoff circle, shoots it toward the front of the net, and Keller will hang on to it for a whistle. And HSM Fangirl. 45 shots now for Canada. Wilson gets a minor? No. Oh. Oh, now we got to fight. Crinon hanging in. He's throwing punches on the ground. Crinon's a psychopath, apparently. The fight's way over, and Crinon's still going crazy. Now Crinon's going to turtle on the ice. He waits until... Wow. Oh, Crinon's now just like hamming it up. Like, good job there, buddy. Oh, they're going to toss him. They're going to toss both of them. Wilson went crazy. Crinon's being a little bitch. What a surprise. The guy who cheap shot someone. Belmar. Crinon is getting tossed out. So Wilson won't get tossed out, but Crinon will. Wilson's not happy about it. The refs are going to talk. Get dishes done, Coach Rob. Swear jar, swear jar. Bucks off Frenchies. I thought fighting was not allowed in the Olympics. No, it is. It's the same as any hockey. It just doesn't happen very often. Canada laying on the Grey Poupon thick. France is fried. Did Billy G pay off France to throw a few headshots? Maybe he did. So no power play coming out of this, apparently. Let's see how this goes. Wilson comes in and gives Crinon a rough ride. And then Crinon throws a cheap shot. And then just yanks Wilson down to the ice. I mean, this all could have been prevented. Crinon goes in to apologize to McKinnon. Like, fuck off, bro. You just threw a headshot. Get the fuck out of the game. Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Wow. This game's getting out of hand now. Yeah, as they were mentioning in chat, yeah, they're a little bit more strict on the fighting. Blessed pair in this tournament. Yuri Slavkovsky agreed. Nah, Nathan McKinnon. So it looks like Wilson is getting tossed out of the game. This is crazy, says Big Mac. This is crazy. See if anything else happens now. They did toss both players. We were talking about how well Tom Wilson did to keep his cool, and he absolutely lost his mind there. Sidney Crosby digs the puck free. Crosby plays it out front. Shot off the side of the net by Stone. Stone feeds it out front. Ends up banking back to Theodore on the blue line. Crosby plays it across for Devon Taves. Back to the blue line for Theodore. Keller could not find it. Crosby digs the puck out. Now he'll flip it back to the blue line. Theodore puts it down low. Crosby protects the puck, puts it back to the blue line. Theodore down low for Devon Taves. Devon Taves back for Theodore. Devon Taves back for Theodore again. Crosby into the middle for Marner. Marner loses the puck. And the French will knock the puck down the ice. So Cale Makar not out here with his regular partner, so we're wondering about his health right now as well. French through center, dumped the puck into the corner. Bennington thought about coming out to play it, but defers to Pareko, who will play it up to Hagel. Hagel plays it to the middle. That one gets chipped away from Nathan McKinnon. French come in. Fabre gets knocked down to the ice by Nathan McKinnon. McKinnon definitely not Not happy about it. Oh, sorry, I meant McDavid. McDavid has been the best player in this tournament, I think. Not McKinnon. Canada touched with the puck, so they're going to take a penalty now. Looks like Nathan McKinnon might be getting a call against him. Wow, Crinnan's such a little bitch, eh? That's crazy. Oh, there he is, showing up with 5 minutes left to go in the period. How's it going, Calvin? Nice to see ya. Welcome to the stream, my dude. How was your rest? Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. Keep scoring goals. Goal differential matters. It does. Set the tone. Morning, Calvin, says Shannon. Welcome, Calvin, says Kayla. 10-2. Holy. Laugh out loud. See if there's a rematch in the Olympic Village later. Can you imagine? I'll meet you by the flagpole. Callum McKenzie. Go, 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 go. Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden, Trevor Linden. Big hit by McKinnon. Yeah, I'm doing my best as I can, Connor. At least I am still above ground. Hopefully, just this game misconduct. Yeah, Wilson is a clown. Yeah, he really can be Segmina. Gallet and McKinnon getting into it. Wow. So the referees are just giving away penalties for free now. It's like two players come together and bump into each other, and they give the penalty to McKinnon. So dumb. He better not get suspended. He didn't throw a punch. Morning, Calvin, says Ryan H. What's up, Ryan H? Nice to see you, my dude. Canadians will clear the puck all the way down the ice. Starting this penalty kill right. 10-2 is the score. 46-12 the shots. Yes, Ryan H. It has been an eventful morning so far. 4:20 left to go in this third period of play. French player falls in the corner of the check of Sanheim. Pareko pokes up the boards, but that one gets intercepted by DaCosta. He'll play down low. Trail. Traily. I don't know how to trail. Traily. Texier tries to check Stone, but Stone will just chip the puck down the boards into the French zone. Hi, Calvin. Good morning, Calvin, says Carmen. Morning, 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 says Johnny Redbone. France brings it over the blue line. Loses it. Canada will chip it out. 30 seconds left to go on the power play. Puck dropped into the French zone, and they'll move it up. Hagel intercepts it. Now it's a 2-on-0. Hagel and Horvat can't get it done as the French came flying back. Takes the puck back up the ice. A 2-on-0, you don't see that very often on a penalty kill. But Hagel dished for Horvat, and the French player came flying back to knock the puck away from Horvat. Now Makar back on the ice. He'll pass it for Hagel. Moves in. McKinnon passes the side. Oh, and then Hagel can't handle the puck. Had a wide open net, but puck bounced on him, so he couldn't get the shot off. French will chop it behind the net. Binnington can't stop it there. Suzuki stops up on his own sideboards, near side. Makar tries a pass, gives the puck away. And the French will move it to the middle. Good move to the front of the net, and they're going to fucking call that a fucking penalty, apparently. Sweet Christmas almighty. Perret goes down like a sack of hammers, and they're going to call that. Why the fuck is that a penalty? He literally fell onto his own. Oh, he's really selling it like a soccer player, eh? As he holds his knee going back to the bench. Perret falls, and they get a penalty for it. But Perret with a good move. Oh, okay, never mind. McCarr did to get his knee. I retract all my swears. So that knee had bent quite a bit, actually. Perret is in some discomfort after McCarr dove to try and get the puck, but he actually ends up getting knee. And Perret, rightfully so, was feeling it on that knee. Puck down the ice. Keller leaves it to the side. Ovitu carries it over. Augusta dumps it in deep. Belmar brings it around the boards. Comes all the way back up the blue line. Kept in just barely there by the French. Pass across the top of the crease. Texier puts it down low. Into the middle. Intercepted there by Suzuki. He'll put it off the boards and down the ice. Yeah, power play pretty much for the rest of this period for the French and the game. Texier bobbles the puck. He'll flip it high into the Canadian zone. Comes down in the corner. Drew Doughty dishes for Harley. They play it up the boards and dump it down the ice into the French zone. 1 minute left to go on the power play for the French. 1:24 left to go in the game. Bertrand, the captain, dishes at the blue line. Bobbled the pass, though, and Trellet puts it to the other side, and that one's dumped in by Adamo. Fabre dishes back to the blue line. Puck down into the faceoff circle. Try and put it in the middle. Drew Doughty intercepts it, and he'll play it all the way down the ice. 1 minute left to go in the game. 28 seconds left to go on the power play. He doesn't have to live with you. We can find him a place for the winter months. Canada pressuring up the ice. Horvat falls behind the French net. And they'll move out. Bringing over the blue line. Dishing at the blue line. Down low. Puck in behind Binnington. Checked by Sanheim. He'll ring it around the boards. That puck will go all the way down the ice. And the power play was actually over, so that's going to be icing against Sanheim. Learn the rules. 22 seconds left to go. Yeah, now McKinnon just out there hitting everything. Oh, McKinnon also limping a bit. Canada wins the draw. They'll dump it down the ice. Hagel does everything he can. He gets there, so he negates the ice. He almost puts it out front. 8 seconds left. The French come out. The Canadians had no one out there. Now it's a 3-on-2 the other way. Binnington makes a save with just 1 second left on the clock, and oh my goodness gracious. Woo, G says Big Mac. We win big. Absolutely. That is a correct statement. Canada wins all 3 games. This one in large fashion. Getting about as good a goal differential as you can expect, which is always good to see. You'll love to see it. Let's get Dustin on the line here, shall we? Wait, hang on a second here. Oh, yeah, there. Come on. All right, perfect. Let's get Dustin on the line. Handshakes after the game. Got a little testy there at the end, but Canada hangs on, wins big. Final score of 10-2. You love to see it. And here to talk about that wonderful victory by Canada over the France, it is Dustin Boydell.
Now, what's this about Tom Wilson's testes?
Yeah, I know, right? After all the talk about how he keeps his cool and he loses it. I mean, he does. If you watch replay, you do see the cheap shot, the gloved punch at the very beginning, and then they're down on the ice, and the guy's still throwing punches with the referees holding Tom Wilson down. So I understand how he get heated, but man, if Tom Wilson misses the next game, that's going to be a big gap for him.
Yeah, I mean, Crinon wanted that. He kind of goaded Wilson into it a little bit. You saw him talking with Belmar after the initial hit and just saying, look, guys, like, what's going on here? Like, there's no need to make that hit. I mean, I know Cronin is much bigger than McKinnon. Like, there was a height difference, and McKinnon kind of skated into him a little bit. So there was no maliciousness on the hit. Like, if he meant to, he kind of stopped. It was just kind of one of those weird incidences where, yeah, it's an elbowing. It's a 2-minute elbowing. And Cronin tried to apologize to McKinnon, but clearly Team Canada was upset about it, especially in a 10-2 game. Wilson goes in there just to kind of have a conversation with Crinon. Crinon sees it coming. And then, yeah, it's just unfortunate that it happened in the last 10 minutes of the game, because a lot of times when you get a game misconduct, no matter how it's assessed, if it's in the last 10 minutes of the game, in international play, it usually carries an automatic 1-game suspension. So we will have to see how they determine this one out. When you go through the IIHF rules, they don't specify the last 10-minute game misconduct like they do in just the amateur hockey rule book, but I believe they follow the same things as if you're just playing under Hockey Canada rules and not NHL rules. So we'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, it'll be a huge loss to lose Tom Wilson in semifinal game, especially since, with all likelihood, they have the bye, so they shouldn't have to play on the 17th. They should be pushed to the 18th now, which is nice, but be an awful big loss there, on the McDavid and Celebrini line to fill in the shoes of Tom Wilson. So hopefully the IHF decides that was just kind of two guys that wanted to go after some emotions and a bad hit, and they just kind of go, okay, these guys can play next game. No one really took any liberties with anyone, and we just move forward with the tournament. However, in the past, these international games, they don't have really any leeway for any of that. So I personally am probably leaning towards the thought that Wilson likely has to miss the next game, just based on history and the way the rules are called. It's unfortunate, and that's why I even wrote it in chat. I'm like, just don't retaliate, let it go and move on. Because the last 10 minutes of the game, you never know what can happen. And sure enough, shortly after I said that, next shift, Wilson is out there he didn't even really do anything major. It's just Cronin on guard and tension's a bit high. So we'll have to see what happens. But obviously Canada getting it done, getting the +8 differential to add on to their +9. So now sitting at a +17 differential with 3 wins. It means that the U.S. is going to have to beat Germany by 10 or 11 goals to take first place in the tournament, and I just don't see that happening. Germany is probably going to be one of the teams that could maybe push the U.S., given how scrambly they've played in their own end. They haven't played the same structured defense that the Canadian team has played at times. They have a super potent offense, and their top line is gritty and can attack fast, but we've seen some pretty egregious defensive gaffes from the U.S. team in their 2 games so far.
Yeah, I mean, they got Quinn Hughes back there, so there's no surprise there, right?
Hey!
Those are fighting words. No, I'm not bitter. No, I mean, that's the thing, right? Canada's goal today was to come out and get as big a goal differential as possible. They'd end up doubling their goals for the tournament. So they score more goals than any men's or women's team do across their 3 games played, scoring 20 for the whole tournament. So that's impressive all on its own. Coming one short of scoring the most in the tournament in a single game, as we saw Finland win 11-0 against those poor Italians who clearly ran out of gas. Kind of a similar situation today. France just just doesn't have the same amount of gas as some of these NHL guys that are clearly spending a lot more time in the gym because obviously professional players.
Absolutely. I mean, the shots are 46-14. Like, it's pretty much what I called the other day, like the Harlem Globetrotters. You might get a basket here or there from the Generals, and they got two. One off a bad turnover from Parayko, who, from what I noticed, had limited ice time for the rest of the game after that horrible turnover. We saw a lot more of Travis Sanheim after that than I think they had originally planned on going with. However, I'm sure message received by Mr. Parayko that he needs to be smarter and more focused in our own end, because a goal like that in the medal rounds could cost you a game. So need to be sharp at all times, even in these games against teams like France. So, a good reset after that first goal they gave up. And then, one shot on Binnington in the second period there, go into the third, and just kind of a weird one that handcuffs him a bit, because we've heard it many times from goalies. All of them would much rather have a consistent 50 shots on them in a game rather than sitting around doing nothing, getting cold, getting bored, just kind of waiting. We heard it lots from Roberto Luongo when he was with the Vancouver Canucks. He said, I'd much rather I have better games when I face 50 shots and have to stay engaged the entire 60 minutes rather than when they're going 10, 15 minutes at a time with no offensive attack and they're just leaning on the crossbar waiting. That's tough to stay engaged and stay focused, and occasionally you might not be completely set, and that kind of looked like what it was for Binnington there on the one in the third, but it didn't phase them. It didn't phase Canada. It's like, you're not going to beat every team shutting them out, but got the job done. Tough to really complain. I mean, God, Celebrini's just so friggin' good.
Oh man, penalty shot, which was a very nice move to chop it by the goaltender too, and really puts the French away at that point, because at that point it makes it a 5-1 game. So there's literally no world where France is going to score 6 goals against this Canadian team. So that was good to see. Sidney Crosby as well, getting his goal just after that one. I think it was like 11 seconds later, Sidney Crosby scores a goal from Mark Stone. He had an assist on the Devon Taves goals as well. So he ends up now with 15 points in Canadian Olympic history, which is the most by an NHL player in, overall. So Sid the Kid with the golden goal now has the lead for the most points ever by a Canadian NHL player at the Olympics. How much do you think that means to Sidney Crosby to add to his trophy case?
He doesn't care. he does not care one little bit. You can tell him that it don't matter if it's not another gold medal I'm adding to the trophy case. I don't care who scores the most goals in this country. All that matters is that gold medal, and that's why Sidney Crosby wears the C, and that's why he's always been a leader. It's not about personal gain, especially in the Olympics. Even more so in the Olympics. There's no trophies for second place. There's no trophies for being the highest goal scorer. There's no Art Ross. There's nothing like that. It's go out there, play your ass off for the crest on the front, the flag, and your country, and bring home the gold medal. I can tell you right now, anyone who asks him about that, he will give that exact answer and say, it doesn't matter. I don't care. Wasn't even on my radar.
Usually you're really
He probably doesn't even know. He probably doesn't even know that he holds the record. Like he literally is the last guy that cares about any personal statistics whatsoever.
Usually you're really good at channeling your inner Adam Foote, so I think you channeled Sidney Crosby very well on that one too.
I mean, you look at the focus on the guy on the bench, and there's that meme, right, of him sitting in the dressing room just staring, just the death stare, like just laser focused. I mean, he brings that every game. So yeah, exactly.
I'm happy we didn't have to talk about the lack of shots in this game, because man, to start, it looked a little cute out there. But I mean, to give credit to France, they were playing very well structurally. They were taking away the slot, but there was those extra passes. Once Canada had the chat probably in that first intermission, and the coach is like, hey guys, shoot the puck, shoot for the rebound. Yeah. Let's do that. We can get the puck to the other guy by shooting it off the goaltender. So let's try that. So definitely changed things up there in the second period and just started throwing pucks on net.
Yeah, and open the floodgates, right? Like that's just what you got to do. If the set plays aren't working and you're kind of struggling to get it behind the goalie, you got to get them moving side to side and get the defense scrambling a little bit. They were letting them settle into their 5-man zone defense too much in the first period, and after that, it was the adjustments, right? That's what John Cooper does. He makes the adjustments. In the first intermission, he learns how his opponent is going to play. There's only so much video you can watch, but once you see it live in the first intermission, I mean, that's what makes John Cooper so effective as a strategic coach. He can reset and adapt to any opponent, and that's what they did in the second period. They came out stronger, and then in the third period, even more so. Yeah, they gave up the early goal to France, but that was just kind of you get to a point in a game where it's like, okay, we're just trying to run up the score, and you can get a little lazy when it comes to your own end. But obviously in a closer game, I doubt that happens coming into the third. They're probably pedal to the metal, but no harm, no foul. I'm pretty impressed with how they've played this entire tournament. Defensively, obviously giving up only 2 mistakes in this game and then pretty much nothing. Sealed tight in their own end. There was moments where I don't think France could even get over the blue line. So if they can continue playing that dominant, they will keep every single game close for the very least as they go into the medal rounds against more difficult opponents. That's pretty much just got to keep going.
Yeah. The goal scoring was quite spread out. You had 10 goals for Canada: Tom Wilson, Devon Taves, Mark Stone, Cale Makar, Macklin Celebrini, Sidney Crosby, Connor McDavid, Bo Horvat, Brandon Hagel, and Macklin Celebrini. So Macklin Celebrini, the only one with 2 goals in this game. Just an obvious nod to the fact that Canada can score on every single line.
Exactly. That's exactly it, right? Like you look at a lot of the other teams, ignore the US, obviously, but you look at a lot of the other teams, maybe Sweden has scoring throughout their forward lineup, and obviously they have Rasmus Dahlin on the point. But for the most part, all the other teams have maybe one line of high-powered scoring, and the rest is just work your butt off and work for a mistake, and everyone's talented enough to find the back of the net, but there's a difference between what Cale Makar and Macklin Celebrini do to create space for themselves. I mean, the way Cale Makar walked that one in from the blue line and just picked his corner. I mean, good friggin' luck, man. You won't be able to do that against teams like USA and things like that, but it shows the concentration and just skill that Canada has in all 20 players.
Yeah, they have
They're
now
23 players.
Yeah, it's even more. It's 25, I think they play with, because they have the extra forward and the extra defenseman because they're crazy like that.
Yeah.
They have updated the standings now, so it is official. Canada with 20 goals for, 3 goals against, a 3-0 record. They do take the Group A, and like you mentioned, unless the USA can come out and score. So let's see. Canada's 20-3, so that means that the Americans would have to score 11 goals. Yeah, they would have to score 11 goals against the Germans today.
Yep.
We don't see that happening, so we can essentially put a stamp of approval on the Canadians.
Well, they'd have to win 11-0
Yeah,
too. They can't give up any goals to Germany. That's the thing. So it's going to be nearly an insurmountable task for Team USA, especially given the way they play the game at these Olympics. A little more passive, wait for a quick strike off the rush. They aren't really the same cycle team that Canada is. A lot of their offense comes off the rush or off of broken scramble plays and quick passes to the front. So, yeah, we'll have to see how Germany handles them. I mean, Tim Stützle, Leon Draisaitl having a very good Olympic tournament so far, and anything can happen in games like that. And Germany is one of those teams that is kind of sneaking up the competition and can steal one from you. They do have quite a bit of talent, just not necessarily guys playing in the NHL.
Yeah, Lucas Reichel, the Abbotsford Canuck, getting his first goal of the tournament yesterday, so that was good to see from a local standpoint. Coming over and getting played as a second-line center. Apparently, David Kampf's a better second-line center, but maybe if Lucas Reichel played for for Czechia, then he would be the second line center there.
Yeah, definitely.
We're crossing our fingers as I'll just pull it up here. So Canada will get the bye through the 17th. So there will be the qualification games on the 17th, and then we get into the elimination round, which is the quarterfinals. Well, I guess the elimination round starts there. But the games range in time from 3:10 a.m. our time all the way up to noon our time. So we pray to all of the hockey gods that they're not dumb enough to schedule Canada to play at 3:10 a.m. our time, because I don't know.
Be like Sochi all over again.
I
Watching Canada take down Sweden at 3 a.m. for the Sochi Olympics.
Well, I think either way, we won't look too far ahead, but they've already scheduled the gold medal game is going to be played at 5:10 a.m. our time either way. So we'll have to have we'll have double fisting coffees that day. But we're getting a little ahead of ourselves as Canada still needs to get the job done.
Can't look ahead. Still got to win the semifinal game there, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and it looks like Norway is up 2-0 on Latvia right now. I was gonna ask you just quickly about that because Denmark is up on Latvia.
Denmark,
say.
yep.
They had Shilovs play yesterday, and then they had to play today. Is that just terrible deployment from the Latvian coach because they had Merzlikins play the other game. They had a day off, and then they play Shilovs back-to-back days. That's just bad deployment, isn't it?
Absolutely, especially because Shilovs didn't have a simple game against Germany. Stealing the 4-3 win, had quite a bit of work from what I looked at. Looked like he had to stop quite a few shots. So it just seems like a weird snap reaction to go to the winning goalie. But when you go to the back-to-backs, if you have a guy like Elvis Merzlikins, who didn't play horribly in his game, the first game. So a bit of a question mark. Obviously, we know Shilovs has that big game prowess, but I did not expect to see him going today. And, that could end up costing them. They could have stolen a game and get here against Latvia, but Latvia could have stolen a game here against Denmark. But if they give Denmark the win, that could change things in that the bottom of that group.
But just before we go over and talk about the Abbey Canucks, because I wanted to get through their big win last night. Spoiler alert, it was a win last night. Connor Gale was a question. He asked me this question earlier. Dusty, question for you. I suggested to Russ that Yuri Slafkovsky has a case for being the best player so far, but he said McDavid, based on expectation levels, who would you see more as the MVP so far?
Ooh. I think because of the supporting cast of the team, I'd give a little bit of an edge to Slafkovsky, to be honest, just because Slovakia has won their group.
Mm-hmm.
Something that was going to be tough. Like Group B was the tough group, right? You had Finland, Sweden, and Slovakia. So for Slovakia to come out on top of that group, you and I talked about it the other day when they won. I said, man, that Slafkovsky had a hell of a game, and he's, playing really well for a team that's not as stacked. Yes, McDavid has elevated his game to a level we have not normally seen from McDavid, but he's not singularly carrying Canada to wins. He has changed his game to be more Olympic friendly. But when you look at the score sheet, right, we talked about Canada's scoring is spread out through the entire lineup. Everyone works together. Their power play is a unit of 5. It's not McDavid out there skating circles around everybody and showing off. Like we're not drooling over what McDavid is doing. But when you see some of the plays that Slafkovsky is doing and you know how young he is, it's similar to us watching Celebrini, right? If Celebrini was out there doing this stuff without McDavid on his line, we'd be like, holy crap, look at this kid go. And I think that's more why Slafkovsky gets a little bit of a bump, just given the team talent. But absolutely, Connor McDavid could be considered an MVP of this tournament just because of the hits he's throwing and the way he's changed his game. But just for when you're looking at the assets, I got to give a little bit of an edge to Slav.
Oh, they actually do have face-off statistics in this tournament. That's crazy. The Americans with the top 2 face-off guys and Bo Horvat come. Actually, the Americans with 3 of the top 4 faceoff guys with Dylan Larkin, Austin Matthews, Vincent Trocheck, and then Bo Horvat in third. So that's actually very impressive from it looks like they have the most penalized too. I'm going to assume that's now Tom Wilson and Crennan. Yes, I was correct about that one too. Crennan with 33 penalty minutes, Tom Wilson with 27 penalty minutes. So they are the leaders for that, which is not a surprise because I guess the game misconduct is a 20-minute penalty apparently here in international play. So yeah, 20 minutes for both. They both ended up getting 27 minutes off of that. So that, like I said earlier, Tom Wilson, those are his only penalty minutes. So in one incident, Tom Wilson gets 27 minutes in penalties there to end the game.
You jinxed it talking to Dave.
I have a tendency to do that. All right, so let's switch things over to the local team. The Abbey Canucks got into the action last night on Valentine's Day. As we mentioned, playing against the best team in the Pacific Division. A very tough task against the Ontario Reign that have a really good mix of young players and veterans, are absolutely dominating so far this year. And they are the LA Kings affiliate, so they play a very similar style, which I absolutely hate. It is brutal to watch, but it is very effective in the AHL. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened last night between the Reign and the Abbotsford Canucks?
Well, if you look at it on paper and you didn't watch the game, it looks horribly one-sided, with the Reign getting 32 shots on net versus the Abbotsford 13. But like you said, the Reign almost play a better trap defense than the LA Kings. It is absolutely stifling, and you need to work your butt off to generate any form of offense against that team. And that's why they are leading the Pacific Division in the AHL this year. Just absolutely, there's no room out there in their end. You have to get them scrambling a little bit, and sometimes it has to be a dirty goal, and you just got to work your butt off and not give up. And that's kind of what the Abbotsford Canucks did in this game. Nikita Tolopilo has now stopped 71 of 73 shots faced in the last 2 games. So we got to give props to him, who's absolutely at the top of his goaltending game. Made some incredible saves in this first period where Ontario outshot Abbotsford 12-4 to keep it 0-0 going into the second. And then, of course, some penalty issues. Klimovich and Stillman, I should mention, Chase Stillman, returning from injury in this game, but takes a hooking penalty, which leads to a Cole Gutman getting a power play goal past Nikita Tolopilo. The penalty kill has been an issue a bit for the Abbey Canucks this season, but that comes with the injuries and the revolving door they've kind of had on the blue line. They haven't been able to get like a set 4 out there for their penalty kill all year. And also, Guillaume Brisebois is still out, and he was a big part of the penalty kill last year. He's a great penalty killer. And then also Kudryavtsev was doing a lot of penalty killing early in the season, and we still don't really have an update on where he's at with his injury recovery. So hoping to have him skating and back in the lineup soon, because that will shore up that PK. Going into the third period, 1-0 for the Ontario Reign. Abbotsford, just kept pressing, and they had they finally set up an offensive zone cycle, got the puck back to Nikolai Nishov, who got a shot through traffic, and Nick Poisson getting the tip on it to get it past the Reign goaltender.
You missed the
Pardon?
Neil Zaman scored the first one.
Oh, right. I missed Neil Zaman's goal. Oh, my goodness. Neil Zaman, and from 1 minute and 33 into the third period, I flew right by. I was reading it backwards like the Olympics, right? Because they count up.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Sorry, guys.
That's all good.
Neil Zaman on a forecheck. He kind of has a shot that I think it was more of a centering pass, but it banks off the goaltender's foot.
That's a little debate then, right? Because it for me, like Amon behind the net, he definitely wanted to bank that one off the goaltender, off Bertillo, who was kind of slid a little bit out of the front of his crease. But yeah, for me, it's one of those ones you debate, right? Like, did he do that on purpose? Was he trying to center it? For me, I'm saying Neil Zaman did that one on purpose.
Yeah, I like for sure. I mean, you go for the bank, but you're also like, okay, well, if I miss the bank, it's sitting in the crease and someone can bat it home. So just a heads up play by Neil Zoman, who also returned from injury in this game. So lots of reinforcements returning for Abbotsford after that all-star break. Sawyer Mignot again coming back with his bubble on the blue line as well. So yeah, Neil Zoman tying it up at 1 with an assist from Nikolai Nishov. And then
who?
Nishov getting the shot.
Jet who?
Nikolai and Kanishov, who, whatever we want to call
Jet
him.
Woo. Jet Woo.
Oh, Jet Woo. Yes, getting the second assist on that first one.
If you skip over Jet Woo, the chat is going to find you, Dustin.
I know. No, Jet Woo getting his fourth assist of the season after obviously being injured for a lot of the start of the year. And then Poisson getting the game-winning goal, a nice tip in front off a shot from Kanishov, who had 2 assists in this game, 2 primary assists in this game, taking away second star. Your first star, obviously, Nikita Tolopilo, stopping 31 of 32 shots against, playing really great for those Abbey Canucks. And then Niz Oman getting 1 goal, getting the 3rd star. So a hard-fought victory. You wouldn't know it by looking just at the score sheet, which is what some people online like to do with the Abbotsford Canucks and don't actually watch the games. But if you rely on proper avenues like Dave Hall and Brandon Astle, the guys that actually follow the prospects, this one was a gritty win that the Abbotsford Canucks earned and just never gave up with the onslaught of the rain. They found their moments and took away the win. A win's a win. So they go again tonight, I believe.
They actually have a break for one.
Or do they have the day?
Yeah, because they've got the annual game that they always play on Family Day. So they're actually going to play at 1 o'clock tomorrow against the Ontario Reign. But they're playing the Ontario Reign 3 games back-to-back. So it's like a tough task for them playing the first place team 3 times in a row coming out of the All-Star break. But I mean, a good start to it. Like you said, they were outshot. This is my comment on a video that I posted. I'll play you guys the video in a second, but this is some dickhead on Reddit who likes to come in and smack talk Manny for some reason, which I don't understand. I have his name blocked out, so I'm not even calling him out, but what an absolute dickhead. So I said, damn, you're good at scoreboard watching and jumping to conclusions, aren't you? Oh, there's his name. Ain't no picture in the standings, but dub to dub. Abby's playing 500 hockey in the last 30 games. Vancouver has 7 wins in the last 30, but shit. You don't watch either Vancouver or Abbotsford Canucks games, so you definitely are the authority on the subject. And then you can't see it, the comment here, but literally the mod team for the Canucks Reddit comes in who's like, calm down with the insults. And I'm like, did he just go running to the mod team? And I'm like, where's the insult? Like, oh my God. So funny. What a little snowflake.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the internet for you, right?
Yeah.
Trolls can dish it. They can never take it.
Yeah. So I'll play this video clip. So this is Brandon Assle's comment because with like 2 minutes, 54 seconds left to go. I absolutely love this clip. So Baines, who's on the top line with Lekermacki, is on the ice, and they actually pull him off the ice. So here's Brandon Astle last night with 2:54 left to go. And this is where the comment came from. So I'll show you guys this right now.
Baines stays out, and will be joined by Cam Bites and Stillman. And now Baines actually gets told to come to the bench. It's Waters coming on this line, getting a double shift. Manny Malhotra, it doesn't matter who you are. If you're playing well and doing the right things, you will get rewarded, and that's what this line is getting right now. Some ice time late, rightfully so.
Clearly, right? Clearly the same system being coached in Abbotsford and Vancouver.
Oh my
right?
God.
Like the same philosophies, the same system, the same structure, you know? Just give me a break with it. Manny is so much more of a prepared coach than Adam Foote will ever be. And I will stand by it. Manny, wherever he ends up, if it isn't with Vancouver Canucks for whatever crazy reason, will have a Stanley Cup in his first, I would say, probably 5 years as an NHL head coach, just because of the person he is, the work that he puts in off the ice, which you hear through his son Caleb, who said no one works harder than his dad, who is up all hours of the night reviewing game film. And he's also so well-spoken, so well respected by all the players. You see the effort they put on the ice for him. So just a completely different world down there. You hear it from Brandon Hassel, who has watched pretty much every game and suffered through the injuries of the Abbotsford Canucks, but seen how hard every player works, even when they have basically an ECHL lineup out there for pretty much the first quarter of the season. So to be where they're at, to be fighting back up the standings, taking down the first in the Pacific Division, that's just a testament to the effort and tenacity that Manny Malhotra is coaching into these young players. And you see it when they jump up to the NHL level to be prepared. And usually in the first game when a prospect comes up, they're playing at a different level than the NHL players and make the NHL players look slow. But then 2-3 games up, suddenly they start to look like the rest of the Vancouver Canucks and kind of get lost into the fold, and everyone starts to go, oh, we don't have elite prospects. Well, elite prospects can only be elite if you have elite coaching, and we do not have elite coaching at this time. And so that is one of the major differences between Abby trying to crawl out of the basement and Vancouver being satisfied at 32nd place.
Yeah. Now, Abbotsford it's still obviously one of those things. It's not going to be an easy task for them. They are still sitting 10 points out of a playoff spot right now. The top 7 teams in their division will make it. So Abbotsford now sits at 40 points. The Tucson Roadrunners are sitting at 50 points. Abbotsford's at 500 hockey. As you can see, the 3 teams above them that they are chasing are all playing absolute shit hockey. Calgary's 1-6, 3 in their last 10 games. The Henderson Silver Knights are 3-4-3, and the Tucson Roadrunners are 4-5-1. So if Abby can put together a streak like they did at the end of last year, they still have a chance to make it. Connor Cahill, $2 dono. Your level of sass is abundant, Russ. I love it. Thank you for the $2 dono. KJ Brady saying, I hate Reddit. I'm banned for life. Yeah, it's pretty funny. And then I want to address this, Justin, too. I think, Justin, you got to get your math right. You said a 10-0 win for the USA would help them take the #1 seed. That is not true.
No, 11. I said 11. They got to win by 11.
Justin.
I changed it.
Justin Credible in chat.
Okay, I thought you were calling me out.
No.
Like,
I'm calling Justin Credible out because Justin likes to sass me about Pedersen all the time. So I'm going to sass him about his math right now, Justin. I love you, buddy, but your math sucks. Let me bring it up here for you guys. Canada has 20
USA
goals
has given up
4
goals.
and 3 against. That's a 17-goal plus. The Americans have scored 11 goals and have 4 goals against. So they need 11-0 victory because that would be 22 goals for and 4 against would be a plus 18. Unless they have a plus 18, they are not the #1 seed. So Justin, get your calculator out, do your maths.
If they tie, it will defer to goals against. And because Canada has only given up 3,
yep,
it will automatically go to Canada. So the US has to win 11-0. That is correct. And sorry, Justin.
Calvin says, I commented on that post, Russ. Soft, wet flowers. What? Oh, did you? That's funny.
Van Island. The best day of the week to wake and bake is every day.
Yes. Okay, so as we mentioned, we're just all over the place now here. Canada will
we're all over the place.
The tomorrow off, we got the USA game against Germany at noon today, or 12:10. So Canada will bypass the games on the 17th, which is Tuesday. So we'll have no game that day. And then on the 18th will be the day. So we have to wait and see what the actual game time will be here for Canada. But we're hoping we get the 18th there. Or sorry, the 12 o'clock game, but who knows what they're going to do. Abbotsford plays again against the Ontario Reign on Monday. It's a 1 o'clock start. So we'll get you guys up to date that on Wednesday with whatever happens with that. Dustin, is there anything you want to say to chat before I let you go?
Chat, enjoy the rest of your long weekend. Enjoy however you choose to spend family day. Just get out there. Hopefully the weather stays nice and sunny like it has been for today and yesterday. And yeah, just enjoy the couple days off here. I'm sure Team Canada will, to regroup and rest a couple of those injuries they might be nursing. And we will be back whenever they may be underway against a to-be-determined opponent.
Yeah, and it won't be Sweden. So we're happy to have that.
It won't be Sweden, which I cannot believe, man.
Sweden versus USA in the qualifying round, that would be amazing.
That would be amazing. I mean, because if the States have to go against the Swedes, man, good night.
Could be interesting. All right, Dustin.
Yep.
We'll chat again soon, and enjoy your Sunday, and we'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Take care, man.
Dustin Boydell, the Silver Fox, stopping by. You'll love to see it. What an absolute beauty. I'm feeling sassy today. I don't know why. Feeling very sassy today. There's still clock time here. I don't know why that is. Let's get that down to 0 here. 10-2 the final. Canada smacks France. And as we mentioned, the Abbey Canucks winning their game against the #1 seed yesterday, which was great to see. So they are also starting their journey to the playoffs. So it's a 2-1 victory for the Canucks, the Abbey Canucks. It was lots of fun. My comment has been removed by the mods. That is hilarious. Where the hell is the insult? I reported that effing mod for harassing you. Laugh out loud. Thank you very much. That's hilarious. Laugh out loud, Calvin. Chill. No. It's absolute fucking bullshit. The mods on there apparently can't handle anything. There was no insult. I was sassy, yes. There was no insult. So I didn't show you the full username for the user, but that user has constantly come in and tried to troll me about Manny Malhotra after not actually probably watching any Abbotsford games. So that user on Reddit can fuck right off. I can swear at you now because this isn't Reddit. So you can go fuck yourself, bro. Go fuck yourself. I'm not salty. Calvin with the 99-cent dono. He's pissed. Yeah, I am too. What a bunch of nonsense on there. Thank you for the 99 cents to put the angry face in chat. We love to see it. As well, we should mention the women will be playing as well. Canada versus Switzerland. When is that game actually being played? I think it's on. Let's see here. Yeah, so it'll be on the 16th, which is tomorrow. So Canada versus Switzerland and USA versus Sweden for the 2 semifinal games for the women's tournament. And then the next 2 games will be played on the 19th. So they actually get a 2-day break between their semifinals and the gold medal and bronze medal game. So the Canadians will be playing tomorrow at noon our time. Unfortunately, I am working, so I won't be able to cover it. Oh, wow, Russ. Holy shite. You're burning up the stream today with your feistiness. I know. I got banned for describing a Mexican guy as the Mexican guy in a video. Whoa, KJ, watch yourself. Ha ha! Swear jar, swear jar, swear jar. Yeah, Zach, you're right. I'm dropping a lot of swears today. What? We don't face the USA at least once? No, not yet. It is possible. But it would take us seeing them in the next round. So the USA will be playing. So it looks like Denmark is leading Latvia 3-1. The USA plays Germany today at noon. And then we'll have 4 games on Tuesday. Those are going to be between all of the bottom 8 teams. So there's 12 teams in this tournament. Oh, it is all very convoluted. Oh my God. So the top 4 teams in this tournament, which are going to be Canada, USA, Slovakia, and Finland, I believe. So these 4 teams get a bye. And then these Switzerland, Czechia, France, Latvia, Germany, Denmark, Sweden, and Italy. So the bottom 8 teams in the tournament will then have to play on Tuesday in these 4 games, depending on where they all finish. And then the winners of those games will play against the top 4 teams in these games. And then whoever wins those games will play in the semifinals, which is on Thursday. And then the bronze medal game is on Saturday and the gold medal game is on Sunday. So that's how it. So Canada and the USA could play somewhere in here, but we don't know when that date would be yet, Calvin. Guess they didn't want no fighting. Laugh out loud. Did they take down the whole post or just the comment? That's funny. I'm getting in trouble on Reddit, as I sometimes do. Because I'm a sassy boy, so it is what it is. It's very funny. Sometimes I get myself in trouble on my posts on Reddit. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Yeah, I think the comment has been removed. Yeah, the whole comment has been removed because the guy went running to Reddit, the Reddit mods. That's funny. Oh, Swervin shows up. If the USA wins 10-0 today, won't that make it a plus 17 too? No. Here, let me show you, Justin. Let me show you, my dude. Where is it? Standings. All right. So Canada is plus 17, right? 20 goals for, 3 against. So if the USA scores 10 today, they'll be 21-4, which would be a plus 17. But because they have allowed 1 more goal, that is the deciding factor, right? So yes, you are right. Let me say, they will be a plus 17, but they have to be a plus 18 because they've allowed 1 more goal already. So they would have to win 11-0 because Canada's only allowed, right? So because they have allowed 4 goals already, they would have to win 11-0 because Canada's only allowed 3. That's the other tiebreaker. It's goal differential, goals against, goals for. So yes, you are correct. So if both are plus 17 and total goals scored for, which USA will have 21 if they win 10-0 today compared to Canada's 20. But it comes to goals against. Yeah. Oh, goals allowed is a tiebreaker too. Yes. Yeah. The goals allowed would be the tiebreaker. I'm sorry for sassing you, Justin. I don't know why I'm sassing you. You're a very nice play guy, and I very much enjoyed you swearing up a storm on Canucks Uncensored the other day. I'm apparently just sassing everyone, so don't take it personally. Not poking, I just thought total goals differential was the first tiebreaker, and then total goals. Apologies. All good, my dude. No, I don't know why I'm sassing you, Justin. It's probably because I'm not used to getting up at 6 a.m. It's way too early. It's time for a nap. I'm gonna literally go have a nap now, guys. Oh my God. Everyone, I'm gonna go hide. But yeah, you guys like this lighting, eh? Okay, so let's see. The preliminary round is done. Canada scores 20 goals. Oh my God. Sass McSassy Pants. Yeah, Swervin. Connor, Justin, if you were here about 10 minutes earlier, Russ struck out with a great vengeance and furious anger. That Reddit post got Russ heated, laugh out loud. It does, because it's not the first time that little troll. I have just blocked that user. I have blocked that user because I can't get banned from Reddit. It's one of my favorite sources of Canucks content because I just love all the chaos that happens on there. But I had to... I've just blocked that user now. He is listed as a top 1% person on there. So maybe it's because he's one of the top 1% on Canucks Reddit. So that's pretty funny. Yeah, the whole post got taken down. That's funny. Because he went crying he must be a friend of the mods team or something like that. I wonder if Crosby chirped those guys in French. Yeah, I hope so. Okay, let's have a look at the poll question. Let's finish this poll question. It is probably the most lopsided poll question I've ever seen here on Nothing is Perfect. Can Team Canada clinch the first overall spot in the tournament today? 81% of you are saying yes. 8% said maybe. 6% said nope. And 5% of you are just uncontrollably crying. So that's funny. So yeah, there's the poll question for the day. 81% of you are saying Canada will clinch first overall. And they haven't done it yet, technically. But the USA would have to win. Sorry, B. It's all good, my dude. Sorry, Justin. Like I said, I'm sorry too. I'm feeling aggressive right now. I think I need to, sleep deprivation is mandatory when you have a newborn. Oh man, yeah. Oh, hopefully I don't sass too much when I'm getting the sleep deprivation. Okay, donos. So Braden Coots, Pink shows up like early in the stream with a $27.99 dono. Baby money, Russ. So he's giving me money for the baby, which is very nice of you. I appreciate that. $27.99. And then KJ Brazy using his monthly membership message, 10 months as a member, saying just the right amount of scruff. Go Canada. And then I gifted 5 gifted memberships because I felt like, we weren't getting enough out there because it seemed like a bit of a sleepy stream. And then Major donated a gifted membership. And then he donated another and another and another. So that is 9 total gifted memberships. So you know what? Canada did score 10 goals. So we usually have 1 gifted membership per goal. So let me just quickly do another one here. Because we can't finish off the stream without a gifted membership for each goal scored. So let's donate 1 more here. And see who gets it. So here we go. Last gifted membership of the stream to make sure it's an even 10. Processing. There it is. So gifted membership for me. And then Noff, you getting the free gifted membership courtesy of me. So that'll be the 10th gifted membership of the stream. So congratulations to Noff from me. You'll love to see it. And then Connor Hill with a $2 dono to say, your level of sass is abundant, Russ. I love it. And then Calvin99 Charlie with a 99 cents. So you can put this angry little face in chat, which was hilarious. And then I gifted the last membership there. Oh, excuse me. I hiccuped. It was like a hiccup burp. Russ hype! Imagine if USA gets beat by Germany. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I mean, Calvin, they've been struggling a little bit. So kind of funny. I'm sure the mod team on Reddit's now watching me closely. It's funny. Getting in trouble. Noff me? Noff you jerk! The Danes are up right now. Yeah, they sure are. The Danes are leading Latvia 3-1 right now. So the Danes are no pushovers. They were moving yesterday. So I wonder what that would do. Because then we'd probably face the Danes or something. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Does it explain how that all works? Oh, yeah, here, I don't know if we want to read this, but this is the explanation. The following criteria will be used in order presented to determine this ranking compared completion of the preliminary round 1D to 12D, because there's 12 teams, all right? So the higher position in the group will get you the higher points, the better goal differential, higher number of goals scored for, better 2023 world ranking. After preliminary round, 1D, 2D, 3D, and 4D will receive a bye into the quarterfinals. And then 5 to 12 will play in the qualification round for Group E. So it'll be the 5th team versus the 12th, the 6th versus the 11th, the 7th versus the 10th, and the 8th versus the 9th. And then the first team will play against the winner of the 8-9, which is weird. That doesn't seem fair. I guess that guarantees them the lowest team. And then second will play against 7D, 10D. Third will play against CD, 6D, 11D, and then 5D, 12D. And then that's when it splits up. Does that make sense? Back to the bar. So, as I mentioned, Canada's women's team will play tomorrow against the Swiss while the USA take on the Swedes.
And then it will be Canada playing at some point on Wednesday. So we'll be live on Wednesday for whichever one of these games. It could be 3:10 a.m., 7:40, 9:10, or 12:10, which is terrible. And then who else do we have coming up? We got the Abbey Canucks coming up. They'll be playing on Monday as well. So they have the day off today, and then they will be playing at 1 o'clock tomorrow against the Ontario Reign again. After defeating them on Valentine's Day, they'll play them on Family Day. And it looks like Justin might be right. It looks like Justin might be right. I might be wrong. So it appears as if goals against don't count. So that's funny. Justin wins. Justin, you win this round. So it looks like, if I'm reading that correctly, better goal differential, higher number of goals scored, 4. Interesting. So yeah, Justin's right. Germany is tougher than Denmark, so I don't see the USA winning by that margin. Yeah, but no, Justin's right. I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. So even though the USA is allowed 4 goals against and Canada's allowed 3, if the USA scores, not a chance, Justin, but you're right. They'll probably win like 6-3, similar to Denmark. GG's, it's all good. I was confused too and had to check too. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Look at us figuring it out together. Breaking news, John Cooper says of Marchand in the quarterfinals. He'll play. You know he'll play. He'll play and he'll lick you. I like that one. All right. One last quick review of what's coming up. So Canada's women play tomorrow against the Swiss. On the same day, pretty much at the same time, the Abbotsford Canucks play against the Ontario Reign. And then the Canada men's team will be playing on Wednesday. We don't know the time yet, but I will, as soon as we find out when they will be playing, I will post the stream for you guys. And I should mention as well, we are going to be live on Tuesday night because we are going to be doing our Be a Pro stream. So Be a Pro stream on Tuesday night because Crystal will be working her night shift that day. So we will be doing some more Be a Pro and see if I can get back to center. Well, we'll have to wait and see. He's right. It was a baby ox. IIHF rules are always so effing confusing. Laugh out loud. We all learned something today. Appreciate your graciousness, Russ. Huge respect. No, I got you, my dude. This is what we do. We got all hot and bothered and heated, and then at the end of the day, we just got to we got to look at the facts. Look at us. Look at us. You know, Dobby's standing by the door. He can tell his mom is up. My goodness, Dobby, you're such a little needy boy. What a little needy boy. Dobby, he's just literally staring. If you lick that door again, Dobby, I don't even know what I'm gonna say to you. My dog looking to lick the door again. Such a little weirdo. Is that why my heat hurts Dusty? Laugh out loud. We're going to be playing on Sunday at 5 a.m. I like the confidence, KJ. And then Swervin says, shit, last week I typed be a hoe in the search box. Head. Is that why my head hurts, Dusty? Yes, that's what it is. That's why. That makes more sense. No, but I'm here for it. Slav can't do it all on D. This is cool. That is not only has to do with wins, but the amount of goals scored. This system is cool. I like it. And then Connor Cahill says, Paragraph Pro, I cannot believe what I'm about to say, really, but I'd like Draisaitl to stick it to him with a few goals. Wouldn't that be nice? No, Trump won't call them losers because Mathacek is such a bootlooker. Yep. Too many offensive defensemen on the USA. Yeah, that's the weird thing, too. The USA has been having brutal starts. Can't afford that against Germany. Trump would call them all losers, been saying that for a number of the USA athletes lately. Is that true? For Germany against the USA, says KJ? Dry is going to score 1. Okay. 10 treats. I know, right? Laugh out loud, Swervin. Find something interesting. Tutorials. Canada feeding Dobby well. They are 20 minutes for fighting is pretty good deterrent. The USA game will be interesting. Ooh, I wonder if Dobby gets 10 treats. All joking aside, can you imagine if goals were allowed was a tiebreaker? Poor Canucks would never win one, especially this year. Yeah. I would just be happy if they were in a situation where they needed a tiebreak. It's weird, Paragraph Bro. It leads me to Russell's burner channel. What? Are you calling me a hoe? Okay. Let's call it there, kids. We will be Winky Face. Okay, so we'll be live. Next time we're live is on Tuesday. I got to work my day job tomorrow. Otherwise, I would cover Canada. Unfortunately, I am the holiday guy. Yeah, every time there's a holiday, I work because I am the holiday. So until Tuesday night, guys, enjoy watching USA versus Germany. Enjoy the Abbey Canucks versus the Ontario Reign. And on Tuesday night, we'll chat again while we play some video games. Until next time, remember, my name is Russell Holiday. This is Nothing is Perfect. And make sure that you make good choices.
Get that.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
Thank you very much for taking the time out of your very first hockey game to join the stream. Everyone was very excited to see you, and enjoy the rest of the game in the third period.
Yeah, thank you so much. Bye-bye, guys.
Trevor Beggs joining the show from Locked On Canucks. Thanks for joining me today, brother.
My pleasure, Russell. How you doing today, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Hey, buddy. What an intro. Thanks, man.
Hey, no problem. It's nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Dude, absolutely. Yeah, those late nights, early mornings.
Yeah, weird
they were
times.
rough.
We are excited to welcome Dave Hall to the show. Welcome, my man.
Hey, thanks for having me today. I'm excited to be on.
Yeah. We're excited to welcome to the show Larry Fisher.
Thanks for having me, Russell. Looking forward to talking lots of hockey.
Yeah, look at that. Look at this man. He's wearing his Canucks jersey at a Montreal game. You'll love to see it. He became a local legend by calling the Abbotsford Canucks Calder Cup run. We were very happy to welcome Brandon Astle to the show. How's it going, brother?
Russell, I'm doing well. Thanks a lot for having me on.
I'd like to introduce to Nothing is Perfect, Mr. Zach Nolan.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you.
Howdy.
What's up, my dude? They say never meet your heroes, but boy, am I glad I got to, because here he is, the man, the myth, the legendary host, Toddcast Podcast, Mr. Todd Hancock.
Dude, thank you, man. What a crazy introduction. A hero, a myth, a legend.
Yeah. We're pleased to welcome to the show, Canuckland.
Thanks for having me on. I'm really excited.